Dark side, light this bitch up.
Hey, Kelly, DKL, get that shit. Good morning. Good morning. King Roman News gonna come right through. Hey, T Trisha one. Good morning to you and happy Friday. We got through the entire week and we're here. Yes, we are. It is 7:08 a.m. here on the East Coast. And it is pretty chilly outside. I don't know where you guys are and what the temperature is there, but I know it's very cold where I am. Hey, Cheryl Burnett. Good morning to you. YB Shady. Good morning. Yes, we are. Good morning, Miss Jones. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for being here this morning. I really do appreciate it. So this week we tried coming live at 7 a.m. To see how this would work as opposed to 6 a.m. And for me, 7 a.m. seems like it works fine. I like 7 a.m. However, for my life after the live, it sort of pushes closer to that 9 o'clock, 9:30 time frame. So I'm really looking at maybe making a compromise between 6 and 7, which is 6:30 a.m. So it's better for you and it's a little bit better for me. But yeah, I need that little bit of time because I'll be rushing for a call that starts at like 9:30 and then I have to drop my baby off and all kind of shit. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Brick Girl, Haley, good morning to you. All right, so let's kick things off. Let's handle some business 5 minutes into it. And the first thing I wanted to do was, since a lot of us are content creators here on YouTube, and a lot of sometimes what we do is commentary reporting, all that kind of stuff. I thought it would be interesting for me today to bring to the forefront the National Association of Black Journalism. I think it's important for, looking at what's happening with Tasha K, looking at what's happening, what could possibly happen with Jason Lee. We'll get into it. But I think having these kind of organizations in our pockets helps us better interpret some of the, the nuances behind being a journalist. Reporting news, what kind of news? Do you need legal representation? What disclaimers should you have? Are you covering post coverage? Are you doing pre-coverage? What kind of questions are allowed and not allowed? And this is an organization that I think you should take advantage of. So we gave them, I think it was $25 this morning to support their organization. I am going to put the link in the chat. If you are interested in supporting the National Association of Black Journalists, consider doing so. Here is the link. I mean, it's a great organization, and a lot of your favorite faves, let them know about it as well. Just something about the organization. They have been around since, what is it, 1960. Hold on while I pull this up. So the National Association of Black Journalists provides innovative quality programs and services to its members. The organization advocates on behalf of Black journalists and media professionals in the U.S. and worldwide. The membership is more than 4,000 strong and includes emerging journalists, professional journalists, student journalists, journalism educators, and media professionals of all kinds, including us. YouTubers. So, they're all about strengthening ties among Black journalists, sensitizing all media to the importance of fairness in the workplace for Black journalists, expanding opportunities for us, and providing informational, educational, and training services to the general public. So again, please, if you are inclined to do so, support that organization. Now, another organization that's worth talking about is the Black Press Association. So this is where I go and get a lot of my news. Some of the stories that you guys see, the local news stories, I go right over here to Black Press Association. I go right to their website. And I think, a lot of us content creators, if you're not familiar, I'm going to put a link to their newsletter. So they offer a daily newsletter with a lot of hard-hitting topics that you might be interested in, which is how I come up with a lot of topics to talk about with you all. And it's daily, and it's a great way to support. So unfortunately, they are not accepting donations, but they are accepting you to be a member. And at a member, there's various levels of engagement. So I'm putting their link in the chat. Even you subscribers, if you're interested in just getting a newsletter of Black topics in all industries. I mean, they cover some of everything in the Black press. There's not a topic off limit. Technology, religion, culture, race, COVID-19, education, transportation. So they pretty much cover every field. So I think it's important for us to, pay attention to these organizations. Again, if you're interested, please sign up for their newsletter. I do sign up and I do get their information daily so I can come out here and report some of the stories to you. So what a great way for you to meet me where we are and we both be talking about some of the same things. So if you can, please support those organizations. And they are led by these two great, wonderful individuals. And you can find more information about them at the website. And I posted both the websites in the chat. Let me pin the link to support the National Association of Black Journalism. Bam. Today I am on it. I'm prepared. I told you the 7 a.m. works for me, but it's just not working for my other side of my job. Let's see here. Hey, good morning, Cash App and Bullshit. Hey, Miss T Velocity. Good morning to you all. Thank you all for being here. Do they have an IG page as well? Which one? The Black Press Association or the National Association of Black Journalism? I believe they do. I can drop the IG right now because I just pulled the link up on the website. Let me see what the handle is. National NABJ Official. So, and here's the IG. All right, so that's the IG for the National Association of Black Journalism, and I'll get you the Black Press Association's IG right now. Surely do have an IG, and it's Black Press USA for the Black Press Association. So here's the Black Press Association's IG, ABPA IG. Yeah, go support them, go follow them. Get your news, let's go right to the source. We don't always have to go to other people, and they send me stuff every day. So I'm always collecting stuff from yesterday and today to come bring you these stories that are so fascinating some of the times. And so check them out. Good morning, Blue Rain. How you doing? Thank you for being here. 100% Zoeta Eta Theta. Is that Greek? I'm so over Greek right now. Tonight is the Greek step show. And back in my college days, we called it Throwdown, and we would always have it during Thanksgiving. It was called Thanksgiving Throwdown. I'm so over that. So it was fun though. It was fun while it lasted. I just don't have the time commitment to just sit through a whole entire step show. I have to record it so I can stop and pause and play when I want to pause and play. I don't have it there, not there at all. So yeah, consider supporting these organizations. Just some business news about the channel. So we are almost close. 3 more days and this month is over with. And I want to tell you all that I definitely stuck to my commitment of doing a live 3 days a week in the morning times. And so I'm pushing that commitment even further for the month of March. So now here in the month of March, I will begin going live on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. And so it'll be 5 days a week. King Roman will be going live. Now on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it will not be a morning show. It will definitely be a show in the evening, more relaxed, might be after midnight. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do after midnight show for a different kind of crowd. So we have the morning crew and we'll have the night crew. And so I'm trying to build that out. It'll be more like pillow talk. I don't know yet, but we're going to do that. And that starts March is next week. That starts next week. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to spending a little bit more time with you all in a different aspect, in a different light. We get to engage. I've enjoyed doing this morning show. It just took off and it's doing its own thing. I'm working on developing segments and video clips to make it seem like we're switching from celebrity news to local news. So it's a better viewing experience for you. I'm thinking about all of that stuff. So yeah, I like to be strategic and slow at growing, not immediately jumping out here and doing everything. So I'm just learning, and this allowed me to learn how to be comfortable doing this. So look forward to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know I'm not going to be going live on Saturdays and Sundays. I might hop on panels, but I think I want to reserve that for my mental break. Like keep those days to just do something. I don't want to get sucked into, the drama and the nuances of being obligated 7 days a week to YouTube. So, and I thank you all. I thank the subscribers. I thank the members. I thank those who watch in the bushes. I thank the replay gang. I thank all of the wonderful content creators that I've met who engage with me. I thank you all. All of you all have made me the content creator I am. And I watch you all, and I engage with you all privately, and I trust a lot of you all, and I can say I trust because I know I'm a good person, so I'm putting my trust out there saying I trust you. Now if you trust me or not, that's up to you, but I appreciate you all, and my members and subscribers, thank you for holding me down. Every day I'm losing people and I'm gaining people, but I know the core that's sticking here and staying with me. So thank you as we continue to grow this into something, amazing. And also, I hope you're finding news in the stuff that I choose to talk about. I hope you're finding that when you go out into the YouTube street or the media world, that these are topics that are coming up. They're like on the forefront of trending that, and I want you to engage, like give me your opinion, because, your opinion is on the cusp of that story. So as people are going out here, you're now formulating and helping other people build their opinion of it. So that's what I try to do. Find stories that are like, oh shit, they just released this like 10 hours ago. I find 10 hours ago of less stories, and I try to come out here and talk to you all about it. So I found it interesting, the candy story with Jeannie Ma. A couple of bigger content creators came out and did that. I said, oh shit. Then the Todrick call, we had already talked about how shady he was, and then we had people, start talking about that. So I thank you all for making me feel good about doing what it is we do here. So all right, that's enough business. Let's jump right into some of these stories. Good morning, the Ghetto View. Good to see you. Good morning, Stiggs girl. Good morning. I'm headed into work, but I will share. Thank you so much. And I appreciate everyone that shares the videos. I really do appreciate it. I know, how important that is. And I really do appreciate it. Whether you are a large content creator or a small one, every share matters. So thank you. Good morning, Paulette. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Enough of that. All right, let's jump right into it. So first thing I want to talk about is Mr. Tory Lanez. So I don't know if you all have heard, apparently, and I'm saying apparently and allegedly because we don't know, on Wednesday, there's a report regarding the alleged shooting of Megan Thee Stallion by Tory Lanez. Apparently, a report was delivered stating that Tory Lanez's DNA was not located on the gun that was used during the shooting. And however, not only had the court not yet started, that message was not delivered. It was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon in the Meg Thee Stallion case. And so it started picking up momentum online. Folks started, saying, oh my God, here we go. And so Megan Thee Stallion posted to her Instagram, I know some of y'all blogs on payroll, but please don't get sued trying to create a hate campaign. Be a real journalist and post facts. And so she's trying to, allude that there is still probable cause there. So the district attorney's office released an official statement, and they said, although we are legally prohibited from commenting on the evidence and will continue to abide by that obligation, our office is under an ethical duty to only proceed on charges which we believe can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt and which have already been upheld by a judge after representation of evidence at the preliminary hearing. We believe the evidence substantially supports the charges and allegations, and that evidence will be borne out in court. So he is still facing felony counts of assault and weapons charges. And even though that they're apparently saying that his DNA was not found on the gun, the court is saying that in the preliminary hearing, when we drop the evidence off, we have enough evidence that's definitely guaranteed that he's guilty. Now, what I find to be interesting in this whole story is that now we have this, right? Tory Lanez admits to sleeping with Megan Thee Stallion and her best friend forever. So Megan Thee Stallion goes on, after this whole, her DNA wasn't found, his DNA wasn't found at the crime scene. She's trying to put out all this stuff. And I'm sitting here thinking like, Megan, where the fuck is your lawyers? Where is your PR team? Why are you out here talking? So you know what she does? She puts this out on her Instagram. And it's basically Tory Lanez apologizing to Meg Thee Stallion after the incident. It says, Meg, I know you probably never gonna talk to me again, but I genuinely want you to know I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. And I was just too drunk. Nonetheless, shit should have never happened, and I can't change what did. I just feel horrible. So she puts that out here as him allegedly apologizing after shooting her. That's what we all thought. That's what I assumed had happened. Like, oh, damn, he apologizing. Oh, he guilty. Well, he follows this up on Twitter by saying this: good dick had me fucking two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it, though. And I said, well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Now, this could be true. But my thing is, Megan, you putting this out here allows him to build a defense and a narrative. And even if he still has to prove it in the court of law, in the court of public opinion, it's now your word against his word. And I'm going to be honest with you. It really do sound like he fucked both of y'all and y'all had a temper tantrum. I don't know if that was a part of the shooting, but I'm very shocked by this. I'm shocked that somebody of her stature would have friends around her that is capable of sleeping with her celebrity boyfriend or man toy. I'm just very shocked by that. Messy, very messy, right? Very messy. They both talk too much, don't they? I mean, good dick, both of them. Now it makes sense why her and the friend fell out. You know what I mean? And so we just got to figure out, what did the gun have to do with it? Like, did she really spat? Like, I don't know. But I think that was interesting that even though, stuff was leaked out of the court that said that his DNA wasn't found at the crime scene, they still feel like they have enough evidence to proceed. It's just interesting. It's like, well, what the fuck is the evidence? Do we got dash cam? So I'm just curious to know at this point. It's been going on way too long now. At this point, it's like, okay, what are we talking about? It's a whole mess, right? Cash App and bullshit. Thank you all for being here. And please hit the like. Please, can you hit the like? I really do appreciate it if you ran up that like. Good morning, Hot Spicy Tea. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'll stay tuned to Mr. Tory Lanez. Of course, he's going to still be in the headline. So let's move on to number 2, the second story of today. Now, before I get into this, I definitely was laughing when I was reading the story. And it's not funny, but I have to be real with you. I was like, damn, girl. That movie was a whole hoop for me. So Lizzo explains how watching The Nutty Professor made her feel sad growing up. And so I just was like, wow, I didn't, you never really realize that these kind of movies will have this impact on people until you hear stuff like this. So Lizzo was asked what examples of stereotypes she saw of plus size people in film and television growing up that she thought were harmful and portrayed plus size people in a negative light. And she referenced Eddie Murphy's portrayal of Sherman Club in The Nutty Professor. And she's like, Not because I felt like, oh my gosh, that's me, but I had this empathy for Professor Clump. Like the scene where he opens his drawer and there are all these candies and M&Ms in his desk. I could literally cry right now thinking about it. People around me were laughing, but I hide food too. I feel him. I feel sympathy and empathy for him. So now I want to tell y'all why I laugh, right? This is why I laugh. Hold on. Let me stop the cam. Let me show y'all why I laugh. Okay, this is why I laughed, y'all. This is me every day, right? I have a whole container of chips, right? Rummage through the fucking chips. A whole box of Rice Krispie treats, right? Here, take this. And I have this whole fucking like 30 bars of Snickers. And these are the ice creams. I can't. Every night I pop one. I just eat it. Hold on. Put this. Yeah, close the door. So what I'm saying is that it's funny to hear her say that moment in the movie caused her to feel such an uproar, because nowadays I feel like that's a more common thing, considering a pandemic, consider so many different things. And so I was just like, oh wow, that moment. I'm thinking it was the moments where he was running up the stairs. So it just all leads me to believe that this is all PR for this show that she has coming up about losing weight and wanting to be a dancer for her. I don't know. I remember showing you guys about the show. So she goes on to say, people around me were laughing, but I hide food too. I feel him. I feel sympathy and empathy for him. And I'm just like, Lizzo, at what point are we going to switch this narrative? Like, we can't make you the victim for something that you are. I can't be mad at you for something. We can't change that. I can see if you was a little girl who didn't have a career. You are a grown-ass woman with millions and millions of dollars. I think it's time to stop wallowing in the fact that you are a plus-size entertainer. You're celebrated. And it gets to a point where it's just like, girl, stop. We all do shit like that. I hide food. I hide food all the damn time. Hey, Miss Juicy Reviews. Good morning. So whose DNA is on the gun? Well, I think he probably had a glove. I think it'll come out like he had a glove, or you know what I mean? But I think that there's a there for him. But skinny people have snack. That's why I just had to go and do that. That Miss Juicy Reviews. That's exactly why I did. I sat here and said, "Now she got me fucked up." I have, when I told y'all I go to the dollar store to buy this kind of stuff. This is what I go when it's a sealed packaged. Okay. I go there I have a whole bunch of snacks. So it was just like crazy. I love Rice Krispie treats. Not only the Rice Krispie treats, but they just started this recently, home style Rice Krispie treats, where it's like actual, they're thick with the actual thick marshmallows in them. You gotta get them. I'm telling you, that shit right there have you just sitting there and joy, pure joy. Great. I can't help it. You're not alone. I know your dentist be glad to see you. I go like every 3 months. I follow all the plans, and I have this whitening stuff that you put on your teeth once a month, and you brush your teeth with it. I should show y'all that. No, I'll show y'all that another time. But for people who like are smokers and stuff like that, it's good because it also cleans your gums. So like you put it on your gums and you put it on your teeth and you let it sit for like 30 minutes, and you do that once a month. And after you do it for like maybe 6 months, you'll start noticing a lot of changes. So you don't have smoker gums, those smoker teeth, those coffee stained teeth and stuff, teeth. So definitely had to look into that. Now that's a lot of snacks. Girl, I'm looking like, honey, that ain't no problem. I literally grew up with the snack drawer box. Lizzo is always doing too much. I can't stand her. I disagree. Growing up fat, you don't understand how little things make you feel. Just because she is famous doesn't take away the pain. So really, so let me ask you. So what do you think she wants from her millions of fans who have various different perspectives of how we see her. Like, she can't make us see her in that light anymore because we look at her as a celebrated icon. I think what I'm trying to say is now it's time to, okay, what's the next? Oh, I saw it like that, and that's how it made me feel. And so this what motivated me to, because you definitely did something that got you up out of that. Like, she's not dwelling in it anymore. And I think that is what a lot of people be hanging on to. And I'll just look at my own mentors, people who motivate me. Like, I always try to figure out, how did you get up out of that? What was it? And so we don't hear that sometimes. I feel like sometimes we just hear her, woe is me, don't shame me, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I get that. No one wants to be shamed. No one wants to feel like that. But baby, what keeps you, what is that itch? What is that thing? That should be celebrated. You hiding food is not the same as me doing it. Well, I don't know, because I definitely be hiding it. She another one that be doing too much. Lizzo. Yeah, and sometimes you don't know whether it's coming from a PR stance point of view, or if she really, really feels this way. Because you got to remember, sometimes she'll be crying and then the next moment, fuck you, don't say nothing about me. So it's like, what are we doing? And you're celebrated. I'm sorry. You need to do something with that. You're celebrated, and you need to motivate those people who celebrate you being who you are, and then every time you break down, it's almost like it's like, girl, what's going on? I don't feel like she's the common day person who who can't get up out of their circumstance. I feel like she has the resources that many people probably want and want to have access to get out of whatever circumstance they may feel they're in, whether it's your weight, whether it's, being impoverished or whatever it is. She has access to that. So what do we do? It's almost like looking at a rich person complain that they don't have enough money to build the kind of house they want. What the fuck? You start feeling like, well, baby, like, tell us what we can do as your fans to help you with that. Like, what are you saying? You want us to go bashing other folks for you? I don't know. I get lost in her delivery of this kind of stuff. Maybe that's it too, really. Be when the next snowstorm comes to the DMV, I'm coming to your house. Oh, I got it all lit up. I got meat for days. Every time I go to the grocery store, I'm always buying chicken wings. So you know how many packs of chicken wings I have. Like, I can never go out of chicken wings. That or French fries. Like, I don't think she want anything. She's just sharing her story. Okay. Good morning, Fresh Press Juice. You don't know what she speaks with behind the scenes. And she's a celebrity. Unfortunately, what she does behind the scenes impacts what she does in front of the camera. So my thing is, if she doesn't want us to have this kind of commentary, then I'll film it for yourself and keep it in the house. But every time she comes out here and she has an interview where the main topic of contention for her is how she looks, it just sets us the fuck back. It's just like, okay, we get over it, girl. We've been accepted you, your weight, your size. We're looking at you for what you do in this industry, and so how you overcame that to get where you are. I'm just saying, can we talk? Can you share that? And I get, maybe she shares that behind the scenes, but that does nothing for her millions of fans who celebrate her, and who want to be that, that vocal point for her, who want to, yeah, I'm championing her, and I don't want to take anything away from her story. I'm just saying that it makes it hard for people who do celebrate it. And you see in the chat, people, that's not nice. I like Lizzo. I just want to let her sit on my furniture. Why? Because you feel like she wouldn't have on no panties. Good morning. Good morning, Red Wings Hockey. You're complaining about her telling her story. She is just sharing her story. Okay, really, B. I'm not complaining. I'm giving commentary on the fact that she says that she watches the Nutty Professor, and every time she watches the Nutty Professor, it was a trigger for her. And so I was saying, in comparison to me, when I see those moments of the movie, I wouldn't think that that's what triggered her. I would think the performing side of it, running up the stairs, I figured that would trigger her. But that side, I was finding that interesting. I'm not trying to be combative. I'm just saying my point of view and how I'm looking at it as, you're celebrated. It's almost like when Monique was doing this, and then Monique lost all that weight, and that conversation went away for her. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to discredit her or take away from her. I'm just saying, okay, what's next, baby? That's all I'm saying. I like Lizzo. I listen to Lizzo. I don't think she's a bad person. I don't want to be like, I'm just giving my opinion on how I felt. Good morning, Tracy's World. Oh, you in the DMV? Hey, Lizzo is giving me white woman tears. Over it. Go right, baby. I'm telling you, this is the thing. I read Twitter, so when this story came out all over Twitter, all you can see her fans is saying, "Okay, girl, get over it, let it go." That's all I'm saying. I'm giving her what is being said. It's like, okay, if you don't want that to be the only narrative around your name, you have to change it. You have to speak positive about it. You got to talk about the good stuff. You got to talk about how you love yourself. You got to tell us that, because when you write these songs about rumors and then you come out here, it's like, oh, that's like me, it's just counter. I feel like it's counterintuitive. That's what I think. I think it's almost going, it's a step backwards. That's my opinion. Now, I could be wrong. That's just how I feel about the situation. My dog hair is all over my eyes. All right, let's move on. So Skeet Davidson, Pete Davidson, deletes his IG and Kanye West celebrates. So Kanye West goes to his Instagram and he posts this picture of Pete Davidson, and Pete Davidson pretty much has removed everything from his IG. So it appears that Pete Davidson was uploading images from his new movie. So he's in a new movie. I forgot what the movie is called, but as a part of it, they have this hashtag campaign. It's called like new movie. I think it's like new movie. I forgot what movie he's in, but he's in a new movie. So he was putting clips of the new movie up of him in the new movie doing his part of, the campaign on the campaign trail. And people were under the comments writing Skeet Davidson. Some folks were writing you need God, or God needs to help you, or God needs to help you, something like that. They were writing under the comments. And so he eventually deleted his entire IG, all of the photos off of it. Now, if you don't remember, Pete Davidson did this before because it gives him anxiety going on IG and reading the comments and stuff like that. So he's another one of, I'm the same way when it comes to IG. It's just like, it's so personal that it's like, you have to be into it or out of it. And I think he is out of it. And so when he posts on there, it affects him. And so he pretty much deleted it. Kanye has dwelled in it. And Kanye says on his IG, I don't know if you can see this, what he says, but he says, it ran Skeet off the gram. Tell your mother I changed your name for life. So apparently he's off, and I'm like, Kanye West, you cannot do this to every man that Kim Kardashian dates, because what happens? Kim Kardashian is going to come out here and she's going to say this. So now Kim Kardashian calls out Kanye West for causing emotional distress among ongoing divorce. And she's talking about how, and now these came out initially in her documents when she filed for a divorce. Kanye has been putting a lot of misinformation regarding our private matters and co-parenting on social media, which has created emotional distress. And she says, while I wish our marriage would have succeeded, I have come to the realization that there is no way to repair our marriage. Kanye does not agree, but at least it appears that he has come to the realization that I want to end our marriage, even if he does not. And so she's trying to, for the life of her, be declared single ahead of their divorce. And unfortunately, Kanye West will not sign those documents. She says she just wants to move on in the most respectful way possible to keep the family's privacy. And to me, it's just like all of this stuff, the Pete Davidson harassment, the lack of interest in dissolving the marriage. It just feels like and I don't want to say it, but you're harassing your wife. Like it's almost like you're creating a bad environment for her to live in without you. Now he has a new woman. I don't forgot her name. I was reading the story. I said, I'm so sick of Kanye's story. I'm not going to put out a Kanye story. Now he has a new girl, and apparently the new girl looks just like Kim Kardashian, even to the fact that she wears the tight skin black suit like Kardashian. So not Julia Fox. This is somebody new now. And Julia Fox has came out and said that she was so enamored by that process of being with Kanye during that time that she has adopted the black eye thing on her face as her signature. So she's going to be doing that in different colors. So she's out now. And I was looking at pictures. I'm like, girl, Kanye West is basically saying, I can build another you. Watch how quick it takes me to make another you every time I date a female. So I can see this next girl he's dating, he's going to add another layer of himself to the mix. And I think I hate to say it, but I think it's clever, but I do see that it's harassing. You just are bitter. Like, you don't want to move on. You don't want to let it go. It's sad and it sucks. And the people who hurt the most are the kids, because they can't see their parents having a good relationship. You guys have to co-parent through nurses, through nannies, and through like your folks around you all. It can't be like, I come by the house, hey Kim, where the kids at? And I think that's the saddest part of it all. You would want some level of communication, being that you both are successful and wealthy. It comes off a little bit as immature. So that's what how I feel about that. What you guys think about it? I stand in the pettiness. She does. Lizzo is giving me, I would never want to be a celebrity. I just want the money, not the fame. Oh, she does love herself. Y'all don't love how she loves herself. I do. I mean, I think she does love herself. Can she tell us about that? Like, can she tell us, like, I think that's sexy. And even the baby came out and was like, named her Little Sexy. I think those things are sexy about that. Like, even if y'all look at me this way, this is how I feel about me and my curves. I think that's dope. I think that would be, it's appealing because it softens and it desensitizes all of the negativity around it. We don't hear that a lot. We always hear it about, what they call them, skinny bitches and all that kind of stuff. We always hear about them, but you never hear, maybe you get it from Jill, because I listen to Jill Scott heavy. But I would love to hear from Lizzo. That's all. Go deep, take us there, and if it's painful, I think that's the kind of music that sells. If it's painful for you to break down, can you imagine how people will relate to her? Not just women, but men, gay men, of all kinds of, so that's how I feel, and I like her. Oh, poor Skeet. Kanye done made the man delete his. I surely did. And y'all, and they're writing skeet under the Instagram. I'm just like, that has got to be fucking embarrassing. Can you imagine someone really changed your name to Skeet? And Kim can't do nothing about it. Literally, they're going out and around, and people are saying, Kim, Skeet, pose. What's she gonna say? Hey, stop fucking calling him Skeet. You got 3 more fucking photographers gonna call him Skeet. Oops, Skeet packing. Well, that's the word on the curb, is that's the reason why he's I was reading an article. Adam Sandler, I think it was saying that the reason why women are attracted to him is because he's down to earth. Like, he doesn't chase them at all. He allows them to be into him. He's like one of those dudes that's like, you know what I mean? All right, well, I mean, if she don't like me, it's okay. He's not pressed. And I could get that. And that's what made me allude to he might be packing, because I think people who are, even not packing, but like they have that confidence about themselves, like, that doesn't bother me. The next one coming, right? If you miss this bus, the next one coming. He's pushing her further away. Yeah, he really is. And it's embarrassing to see our Kanye go out like this. And so I don't know. I would have hoped that he would have had people around him telling him not to put stupid lyrics in his song, like rhyming the word semen with Morgan Freeman. So I caught like 4 of the tracks that were demoed at the Donda 2 experience in Miami. And after he threw his microphone down from performing because they were fucking up the audios, they started playing the other songs. Not for me. Like, it's too much. Like, you can tell this is supposed to be a follow. This is produced by, you can tell it's produced by Future because it's hype music, but it's not Kanye, and it's not what we were looking for. So I don't know. Some people said they liked it. One of the worst songs everybody said was Security. Another song that everybody said they liked, that was like the one that they like, I think it was like A Wild Time or something like that. I can't forget what the fucking song was. Y'all check it out, but the only way you'll be able to get it is through his stem player. So if you don't have the stem player, good luck. But of course, without a doubt, you can go to YouTube. You can listen to those songs. Ain't nobody who Kanye cute, but no, we definitely are about to pirate and steal this music. I don't care what you say. Support Black business. You better bring your ass where we are, so I can support you. I'm not about to be doing all of that. Walking around with some mini rock in my fucking pocket. With it, it's the design is just not appealing at all. No digital screen. I don't like that. I stand Kanye, but I am loving the pettiness. You see the pettiness too. I see the pettiness in him dating all these women and then putting them through this 5-day process to look like Kim. And then I'm like, oh, so he's just gonna make Kim clones all over the world. That's what he's doing. He's trying to show the world that the process to make what I did with Kim is so easy. Like, did y'all know he was the one who put the eye thing on Julia Fox? They have a picture of her literally sitting in a chair as he was doing this. It's in Variety. Variety interviewed her about this, and she said she thought it was so ugly. She told him to wipe it off, get it off my face. But when she went out, everybody loved it, and it grew on her, and she loved it. And I said, Kanye did that? That really shocked me. I didn't know he was to the point where he would feel good about putting, doing cosmetic touches, with some of the makeup. I said, oh, he is a really, really talented guy. Like it takes it up a notch for me. I look beyond that shit. I'm like, oh, he really has an eye for artistry, for pulling the goodness and that appeal out of a person. Cause I can see it. Cause that thing with her eye, it did work. I told you I was getting whole mayonnaise teas. I'm trying to work these two out. You are. It ain't gonna work. I can't stand Kanye. Get better contact Amber Rose. Kanye is with someone else now. Yes. God, type into Google Kanye's new girlfriend. Go ahead and do it. No, my Kanye, he's lost in his meds. It's funny because we saw that it was mentally ill years ago. The Kardashians did their PR spin on that. They made him crazier. They're working overtime. They're really working this in their favor. And here's my thing. Does he not get it or does he not see it? Because he's made several announcements saying like, hey, you all, they're trying to paint me as this guy in the media, but I'm not this guy. And it's like, are you really not that guy? Because from what we're seeing, I mean, the fact that you even text Kid Cudi off the album and then you turn around, Kid Cudi put something on his Instagram and then you drop under the comments and say, love you, family. Like, you love me, but you telling me I'm off your album because of Skeet Davidson. So do you love me or are you just doing this for the public? Like, are you crazy? I will have to sit down 5 minutes and just stare at him before we talk. Like, am I getting a real Kanye today? What are we doing today? It's sad. It really is sad. He didn't care about supporting Black business when he was supporting Trump. Okay, exactly. And so that's why I just said I'm gonna steal your shit off of YouTube and off of these. I'm not about to. Now you going too far with the merchandising and ripping money from our pockets. You merchandise off of. I mean, let's check out this Donda album, right, y'all? He had 3 shows for an unfinished album. Then he dropped the finished album. Then he had a listening experience for the finished album. Also, tickets to all of these performances, merchandise for all of these performances. We still had to pay for the album. Then he goes on to do these different little projects, like the thing with Drake, sold performances. And so now we get this Donda 2 thing. The album is not done like he said it was going to be. He released 4 tracks that people had to pay money to go see him. And it wasn't, and most people were saying the tracks didn't even sound finished. They said it sounded like he was muffled. And so now we got to buy this fucking player that is like $200 to connect it to the laptop to play it so we can play it without drums and without bass or without the vocal. I don't give up. I'm not a producer. I'm not a mixer. That ain't my area of expertise. I want the finished product and I want it on my phone. I don't want to have to carry a rock. Where is it going to be going? Where are we putting this at, in the pocket? You ain't think this shit through. I'm not walking around with no weapon, no terroristic bomb. I mean, what is this? So nope, I'm with you. I ain't Kanye, Lauren, Kardashian. Stop making all these knockoffs. That's what he's doing, B1. Oh yeah. And I tell you this now. He's going to do it to about 4 different women, and he is going to bring them together for some project. And I think it's going to definitely be about how to make that Kim look without saying it. But I do. Because the new girl he's dating now, body is just like Kim. Suit fitting, snatch tight. I said, well, you really doing this to Kim Kardashian? You really are gonna just trash her like this? Like you really are about to make her look like a popcorn? Like you can just put it in the popcorn and there you go. Put it in the microwave and there you go. You got you a fresh bag. It's sad. I'm not buying no 2022 CD player. Okay, the fuck are we still doing this? Morning, good morning, Tracy M. How are you? Hey y'all, I'm glad y'all are here. Can you all please hit that like button really, really quick? Appreciate you all for being here. All right, so let's hop on to the next one, baby. So this fool here, Jason the Sleazney. So I know everybody's heard the story about Jason, waking up one morning and seeing a tweet on Twitter, because that's what it was. He saw something on Twitter and decided to let me pull up this link. Decided to go ahead and leak a story trying to make himself relevant again. And come to find out, even his team, the folks around him, had to basically issue apology from the company. Now, a little backstory behind Hollywood Unlocked, the company. You all know that the majority stake in this is the money team, right? They were front loaded a lot of cash by Floyd Mayweather. And so even though revenue, I don't know how the revenue is shared, there's some stake. And anytime there's stake, there's risk and liability. Like motherfuckers can lose a lot of money if this goes down and you're doing the wrong thing. That's with everything, almost every entity, any organization like that. So, I'm not going to say why I feel like Floyd Mayweather assisted this punk, Jason Lee, but he did. And that's like Floyd. If you want somebody else, you trying to brand out on a team, like, can I holla at you? I don't know what he did, but I can do it better. I guarantee you it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm loyal and quiet, and I'll sign all the non-disclosure agreements. So because he's just not doing it right. But let's check this out. So the team had to issue an apology, and the apology was reported on the Variety, the Shade Room, and all of these different sites. And so even though his team issued an apology, he is still doubling down on the fact that we do not know that account and we have not retracted our story. There has yet to be an official statement from the palace. And so Hollywood Unlocked has issued an apology for spreading misinformation finally. And so what they've gone on to say is, and did I cut this out for you all? I wanted to be shady. Yes, I did. Hey now. Okay. Our deepest apologies goes out to the royal family and all involved in this embarrassing situation, posted the official Hollywood Unlocked account on Twitter. It was an accident and we're working hard to make sure that this mistake never happens again. The intern journalist was misinformed and published a draft post by mistake. Baby, you think we're going to believe this? Do you think we believe that a journalist, an intern, it's so easy to blame the non-paid person. It's so easy. It's so easy. We do it. Shit, let me shut my mouth. But it's so easy to blame somebody who ain't getting paid worth a dime on this. You literally know what happened, right? The man was trying to go viral, and apparently he saw something on Twitter, and that's what it was. He saw something on Twitter that read that the queen had passed away from COVID-19, and it was not a confirmed report. And what they said was the site was doing source reporting. And so if you know what source reporting is, different than like firsthand reporting, you're just literally, you have a website and you're just reporting different stories from other places. You're not checking them or anything. You are under the auspices that source that you're posting on your site have vetted their own stories. And so if you see, like, one of my favorite ones to go to is Black Sports Online. I was featured on their site like twice. I love that site because that's what they do. They source report. They go and get a lot of stories. They have some feed that draws all these stories up and they pump them out on their page, and it'll have your name, like by your name. Mine said King Roman News, and it'll have the stories. And so probably one of these and it got out here and it leaked. And unfortunately, he's now in a position where if like there's no there, he can potentially be sued by the royal family, similar to Tasha K and Cardi B with the STD situation. Some folks even went as far as saying that he might disappear off the face of the planet, messing around with the queen. Me, I definitely think like it was a risky move. I think that the reason they issued the apology now is to get ahead of any lawsuits or any potential risk they may have from the royal palace, and even exposing some story like this, because there's so many protocols that the royal family goes through before even this comes out. So the fact that you, Jason Lee, the smallest media person in the fucking room, like, no, bruh, sorry. And it's so unfortunate that you felt like this was even a story worth reporting alongside your Hollywood Unlocked. There's no Hollywood in the royal family. Like, where was the fucking connection? You could have did that on, you could have sold the fucking story for all you knew to another website. Like, I just feel like, and so here we go. Some people believe him. Good morning, no one cares. Good morning. Kanye said he gave Kim and family the culture. I guess he's taking it back. Is today a snow day for you guys? I feel like it is. Messy. Hey, Stacy. If we believe him, blame the intern. Right, blame the intern. I've been sitting there like, you blame me if you fucking want to. Get another lawsuit the queen allegedly have. Yes, it's allegedly COVID-19. She's been canceling all her appearances, but as I typed this morning, they said that she confirmed a virtual meeting with someone. Now, I don't know if it's been canceled, but as of this morning, the latest appearance, she's confirmed a virtual meeting with someone. So I don't know if there's something there, but we'll pay attention. Now, let's just say that, something does tragic happen with the queen. What does this do for Jason? Does this make him credible? Does this make his stock go up? What does this do? You know what it does? He's going to face so much fucking backlash for the way in which he reported this out. Like, he thinks he'll be out here being celebrated. Oh man, you broke the story first. No, hell fucking no. If you don't know how the royal family tore up the press after Princess Diane, the queen, was killed in the car. I think it was by the press pool though. It was definitely by being chased by the press pool, and they took a wrong. It was like going under the tunnel. I'm trying to remember that. If you don't remember how they were attacked after that, Jason, this is not the kind of thing you want, you or Floyd, you or any of your connections. So it would behoove you to do as much damage kill, even if it's true now, so that if anything happens, you don't have all of your alleged supporters, because you have a bigger base than just who you think. It goes wider than that, and your financial backers aren't offended. Like, I don't know why someone didn't tap him on the shoulder and say, bruh, what the fuck are you doing? Like, ain't nothing else to talk about. I'm not a fan, but he has grown a lot. I would have never known he's worth like 30 to 40 million. Who's worth 30 to 40 million? Who's worth Jason Lee is worth 30 to 40 million? Oh, hell no. Let me look this up. The fuck am I doing wrong? I need to relocate. Oh, you might have the wrong Jason Lee. Yeah, because there's another Jason Lee who's an American actor of the show called My Name is Earl. Let me do Jason Lee Hollywood Unlocked. Nope. I can't find anything. I'm gonna have to look that up. You shocked the hell out of me with that. Wow, not a hater, but damn, Jason Lee has always been messy. Why are Americans even commenting on the UK Royals? I just said the right B1. The Palace don't play. I'm telling you, several POC people of color YouTubers reported Queen Elizabeth to be dead. I hope they all get sued. I would never do that. Are you kidding me? And I would never want to be that kind of viral person that I'm putting out. No, hell no. yet he was overjoyed with the Tasha K saga. He needs to learn not to celebrate the downfall of others. Karma has, yes, it does. And I like the way you put that. Karma has everybody's address. They surely do. So King Roman, who owns Fox Soul? Fox. And they all have meetings where they address the pitches and the positions of each show and who's going to lean heavy on which topics. And you're going to be more liberal towards our Black audience, so you're going to focus heavy on Black topics, and you're going to be more heavy on our conservative topics, and so you're going to focus on that. And we want that focus to be during the Sunday evenings, and we want the liberal Black topics to be more so during prime time, like let's say 11 to 2 in the afternoon, where many of them may not be working and be home enjoying their benefits. You got to pay attention to Fox. They are a whole fucking trip. I watched this whole YouTube thing that exposed the dynamics of Fox programming, and I think that was the name of it, Dynamics of Fox Programming. And you'll see the way they plug shows and how they do shows, and even how they do their advertising and marketing. And not just Fox, that's almost every network. That's partly why I don't fuck with BET, because how you gonna say you are for Black-owned business, but I don't ever see a small Black-owned business commercial on your show on BET. Yet there's several Black-owned businesses who is worth being put on BET networks as advertising. Now Viacom owns them, and so they don't really have control over a lot of that stuff. But you would think around that it would be more. I don't know. They just make me feel like they're opportunists, and Tyler Perry is the great person to reap that. The Commonwealth is bigger than America. Yeah, you said her name right. Okay. You saw me struggling, Princess Diana. Yep. Thank you. My bad. Yeah, I was surprised too, but no, it's the messy Jason. Yeah, please check. Time to go to Hollywood. Clearly, some people don't know how use to act all. It's the facial expression, side eyes and sides for me. I'm sorry, but whoa. Oh, that's what we always say. Who? Okay, y'all with me? Who? Baby, can you find that? Because I'm sitting over here looking like, now, if Floyd dishing out that kind of money, baby, y'all finna see me. I took 2 days off next week. I'm definitely buying a ticket to LA. Okay, does he like shoulder? What is it? I gotta see the connection. I'm always interested. Like, did Jason Lee pitch something to Floyd? Like, how did that come about? Did he really sell that? Hey, I can be the next media mogul. Just throw your money behind me. I can turn this out. Or was it something else? Because out of everyone, this man business is fucking backwards. He wants to be the star. That's the problem. And the fact is that you're not the star. You talk about the stars. And so stop trying to be the star, and I think that's the risk you take when engaging with Jason Lee. You always got to know that he wants to shine. Like, even if you partner with him, hey, let's do this together. Well, how am I going to shine out the deal? You have people like that everywhere you go. It's like you have to walk into a deal like, do I want to win this or do I want to lose? Okay, I don't really care. Okay, and then you meet them where they are. Time to go to Hollywood. I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you that something will, I won't say like deadly, but he will definitely have to address those accusations if it comes to be that it's not true and she did not die, pass away. Now, if she did pass away, baby, I'm telling you, it's going to be even worse for him, because it's going to be how could you leak a story like this? And y'all think that the UK press is going to be us. It's going to be our conservative media. They're going to use him as a pawn to say, do away with these bloggers and these folks like this. Him and Tasha K are going to be lumped together. I promise you, and I see it now. And then it'll be a domino effect about, now we're going to have to be even more on what we say when we come out here. You know what I mean? So he has to be careful if he think he's trying to make history. Honey, not that way. Some people don't know how. Nope. BET is owned by white Mexicans. I'm tired of watching Baby Boy. Thank you. Like, come the fuck on. And I'm sick of people acting like they literally are reading the script. What you say to me? Don't go that way. Come back here. It's like, what the fuck? And I don't blame the talent at all. I blame the network. It's like you make me feel like I'm superior, like I'm inferior, like this is what I'm supposed to expect. No, I rather they just definitely not my cup of tea. 25 million. I just saw it. It said 20 million. I got some work to do. I might have to do a whole video breaking down how he got 20 million, because that is interesting to me. That is interesting to me. He doesn't carry himself like someone who has $20 million. Once you have a certain level of money, you don't do things like, say, the queen has passed away. I'm just telling you, you don't do shit like that. That's how I knew Tasha K didn't have a lot of money. You don't be running out here saying stuff like that. You keep your mouth closed when it's time to keep your mouth closed, or you tell somebody else to say it. Back in the 90s, BT had good shows. Now it's nothing. Yes, the Parkers. They had what was that whole lineup? It was like a whole lineup of a bunch of great TV shows that you would come to watch. Remember Monique at Night, our Love Her talk show. What else? It was so many different shows. You know, you just turn. It was 41 where I was, channel 41. I was always turn on the 41. Old BET used to only be black content, including commercials and infomercials. Nowadays, you couldn't tell. You all have it. You too, Sticks Girl. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. I'm like, is this one of my relatives talking right now? I'm sorry. Yes. Listen, that's what he did that's what he did. He went to him with this idea. Damn. Baby. That is the way to go, though. Those are once in a lifetime opportunities. Cause whoa, woo, Lord. His network. It says it. I see it. You right. I ain't gonna lie. Jason Lee is like Puff Daddy, always trying to outshine the talent. Yes, he is. I could see Kanye having to tell him, like, bro, chill. They tried Tasha K and Jason. They don't get along at all. Well, they're gonna be lumped together if this goes wrong. I know. Hey, Sharika Chicago. How you doing? Good morning to you. All right. So yeah, we're gonna stay tuned to Jason Lee. Now, again, either way, because if she passes away, he's gonna be in a whole lot of shit. If she doesn't, he's gonna have to come out retract. It'll be easier for him to retract and trying to clean his image up. But I'm telling you, he better hope that it ain't true. Around here talking about she still ain't come out and said nothing. All right, brother. All right, so let's get into this next. You know, Summer Walker, I just like her only for, I've realized I only like her for her music. I don't want her to feel like she has to perform, because she feels like it's a problem for her to perform. So Summer Walker at a recent concert, fans are, she just dropped a new album. So fans are out here yelling to her like, yo, what's going on? Why aren't you, we want you to perform this song. We want you to perform that song. And she's just on stage like, I'm going to perform the songs that I want to, because I'm still getting over what I was going through. And when I wrote the songs on the album, it was really right in my raw emotion. So every time I sing them, I relive that. Who fucking fault is that? Now you think about all your great artists, all of the ones who wrote great music during their times of pain, and you bought the album and you love the song and you singing it with them. And then you go to the concert for them to sing that song, and they tell you, I can't sing the song because it's still painful for me. Do you know I'm throwing every fucking thing on that stage? Shoes, chips, everything. You better sing that. That's why I'm here. And then she said, so just listen to this shit, because it made me mad. It's like, see, you too fucking entitled. I don't know who told you that this was acceptable, but it's not. It's not acceptable at all. Uh-oh, my computer froze. Recharging, right? Can y'all still see me, hear me? Okay, I'm sorry. My computer froze. Doing too much. All right, check this out.
I cannot see your song, but I just want to talk to y'all for a second. For anybody who came here and was like, oh, she didn't do Reciprocate, she didn't do Circus, she didn't do Session 33, I didn't do a lot of songs from the new album. I want you to know that, this shit is real. Like, I write a lot of my stuff. I write most of my stuff. And, it's still a fresh wound. My baby, she not even one yet. And I ain't got time to be up here singing that shit, crying in front of y'all.
Well,
so
listen
I
now.
sang what I
That's
could.
what I paid for.
And I hope that y'all still enjoy the show.
I would have been more.
So we gonna get into this next one. Okay.
I would have wanted a whole fucking full refund. I'm telling you this now. Nope, that's unacceptable. Y'all, that's really unacceptable to me. That's unacceptable. If you are not prepared to sing the music off your new album, then you are not ready to be out here performing. And that's just real shit. You haven't processed that stuff yet. So give us maybe a music video, which you have yet to do. You know what I'm saying? I bumps that album. I love that album. I can play every fucking track. I love Reciprocate, Session 33. These are the songs she's saying she's not gonna perform because it hurts her. I'm like, well, let's hurt together. Like it's weird to me. Oh, I saw somebody put Mary J. Blige. You be okay? And Mary J. Blige will bust into a fucking tear on stage and break, and you be right there with her. Like, what you crying for? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Something's gonna happen next year, and I just want to get the pain out now. That's how I feel about that. They said Floyd will help anyone. Girl, don't listen. Don't play like that, because I will butter all up to Floyd. What? I'll be out here mums a word. I wouldn't say a damn thing. I'll be out here skipping and not saying nothing. What's going on with you? What you talking about? I don't know nothing. I will be quiet. Okay, if he says I'll give you X amount of dollars just to come up with stories for Hollywood Unlocked site, I'm out. Surely will be. Okay, how old is she now over across the pond? Jason Lee being worth $25 million is questionable. Jason Lee was homeless on Love and Flip Flop. So how is worth $25 million? He gave Floyd this is why I really like coming to talk to y'all about this stuff, because the stuff that I be thinking, I'm glad I don't have to say it and you all just put it there and I can just respond to it. So I don't know, but I mean, I don't want to always say that a man can't help another man out to this magnitude, but we're talking about Jason Lee. So it just changes that dynamic for me, because everyone knows Jason Lee is an opportunist. And so he'll do anything, And so it's just like, well, what did he do? And how good was his pitch? And damn it, can you put the pitch online so we can see? Maybe it's a study, might be a case study for some of us who want to pitch. I'm interested, to be honest with you. Because it says 25 mil, y'all, no joke. And his site is only 4 or 5 years old. I remember when he launched it, and I just was thinking, like, here goes another failure. Well, not when you got somebody pumping money into it who can pay and get you all kind of interviews. Like you can, and not to mention, if you say, Floyd, yo, we need to get Ye for the site to promote this, it's gonna cost us about $250, but he can do all this other stuff for you. Tickets to Donda, you and your family, Floyd, hook us all up. Like all of that is a connection for Floyd. It makes life easier. It's almost like having somebody to book celebrities for you, and then you have access through virtue of this Hollywood Unlocked. So I get the access. It's just that why Jason, but we'll see. Mary J. But okay, when you said that, I said, okay, she better take note. She better fucking take note. And if you're going to be a singer who doesn't perform, who doesn't like put on a show, dancing and all that stuff, and you are just singing and belting from emotion, then we need to see some tears. Then we need to see some impact of the song on yourself. I'm sorry. Well, fuck if you are not over it yet. And then why are you bringing your not 1-year-old child to a concert where there's 808 drums and bass and children and masks and all kind of stuff going on? It should be in the nearest hotel. Your child should be in the nearest hotel away, you know what I mean, with your nanny or your mom while you get this show on. You cry and belt out. Go to the backstage, shower, get your ass back on the bus and go to your child. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but I don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. It's a business. That's what I want to see. I'd be damned if she bring her ass to the DMV. I buy a ticket to go to her show and she ain't playing the songs I want and then tell me it's because she ain't over it yet. Girl, what kind of shit is this? Then why you out here will be the next question. seeing all the stuff she been through with Casey and Kendu. You're right. These new singers got some nerve, but I wouldn't put too much into Summer Walker, especially after how she did people on her first tour. Right? It's sad because it's already telling you like you don't want to go see her perform. It's almost like give me a title show. Like, give me a Live Nation experience online. Fuck that shit. Like, Summer Girl, please. Okay? Like, are you kidding me? You heard the guy in the video, like, yes. I would have started booing. Good morning, Southern Belle. Good morning. Good morning. Just about to stop by and say hello and have a great weekend. I tipped you. Thank you. Yes, can y'all please tip me through the like button? Please hit that like button. These young artists today have no work ethic. Why go on tour if you're not going to sing the songs the fans paid for? That is just as this. Okay, and in your face disrespectful, basically telling you like, okay, y'all, I know y'all want to hear this song or whatever, but I'm not really gonna sing it because I'm not over it and I'm still crying or whatever. And my daughter is back, and I'm just not. I don't want to go through all of that. So I hope y'all just rock with me still. I'll be bitch. No, no. Oh hell, fucking no. I'll be. I can see me showing my ass, showing my ass. Okay. Yeah. Mm. MJ still sings songs that's 10 years old, like Summer Girl by. Right, exactly. Right. So I just wanted to bring that up. Another little hit real quick is this. I don't know if you guys knew this, but so did y'all know that the song Like a Boy was really written for Kelly Rowland? And so I was sitting here trying to say to myself, who would have done it better, Kelly Rowland or Ciara? I mean, we only know it one way, but if you add Kelly Rowland to it, do you think Kelly would have performed it or at least did it better? Or you think Ciara did it? It's a Ciara song now. They said that what happened was they wrote the song for Kelly Rowland during a Kelly Rowland session, and somehow the song was given to Ciara. And years later, Kelly found out about it, and she was extremely mad about it. And she never told Ciara. And she said after this interview, she was gonna go and call Ciara and let her know that, you know. And she said that her and Ciara are friends to this day. They bonded over motherhood and stuff like that. But I was just like, damn, maybe here we go. Here we go. Maybe Ciara, you should put out a remix and put Kelly Rowland on it. Now that this is what I call relevant music. It may not make you no money, but because it's something we're talking about now, why don't you reignite that flame of the song and throw Kelly on there? Because now I'm interested. If and I could see how they wrote this song for Kelly Rowland, because if you all don't know, when she did not the Here I Am, but the Talk, that I think it's Talk, the next album, because Here I Am was the shit, baby. I might play that today while cleaning up the house. Here I Am by Kelly Rowland is the shit. It goes off. It's her classic album. Then the album after that, I think that's the album where she was dealing with domestic violence. See, we in the public did it, and I think that's the one where The Dream helped produce half the songs. We didn't know she was dealing with domestic violence. I never could imagine Kelly Rowland getting like punched in the face and slapped out. You know, so half the women you can never imagine that. But during those sessions, they wrote the song Like a Boy. And so now it makes sense after you listen to the lyrics of Like a Boy. If I played you like a boy, sometimes I'm like, oh wow, damn, they really robbed her of that opportunity to share those moments. And so I don't know why they didn't give it to her, or maybe they did, or maybe they didn't feel like it. But who you all think would have done that song more justice? CC. I even flip out when singers point the mic at the audience and expect you to sing. F that. I paid for you to sing. Okay. CC Ciara. Okay. I am old. In my day, if artists didn't perform to our expectations, the stage would be rushed. See, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. Oh, child, I was huge Ciara fan in high school. Still love. I'm gonna listen to it. Yes. Oh, I love the Here I Am. I think honestly, Ciara did the song more justice, and not just because she sang it, but because she put all the visuals behind it. I don't think Kelly would have given us the visual and the performing element of this song listening to it. So I think Ciara was a better fit for it that way. But I still want to hear Kelly Rowland's vocals over it, because it was something. It's a song that you would never get from Kelly Rowland, and that would have been edgy. So I thought that was interesting. Now let's get to the last celebrity news story before we go over to local news. And I just think this shit right here, it just was like, okay, you know what? Bitch, have you lost your motherfucking mind? Let's get into this. Kodak Black, okay, one of the horrible in the face looking people in the rap industry, is out here saying that he expects that any female rap collaborator, either whether they're on his label or not on his label, he gotta bust them. He gotta get that itch. He gotta get it. And I'm just saying, like, does he not know what he looks like? I don't give a damn if I'm on the label. If I'm coming, like, what the? I just was like over it. Here's the thing: if I'm coming to Kodak Black because I want him to sign me, I better have my talent. I better have talent that's gonna get me snatched by the public like that, so I can get away from him. You don't go to Kodak Black and you can't sing, because all you're gonna be doing clearly is fucking him. Y'all get into this clip of this man who looks like he's not even from the United States. I don't find him attractive at all. I typically try to find the attractiveness, like, but this one here, just listen to this.
Like sex more than you do?
Yeah, like when we going and stuff like that, I be feeling like they be like, my thing better than you, no thing. My dick better than the pussy.
What?
Isn't that the goal though? You want her to feel better than you do?
It's great, but now what about that?
How can you say your dick better than the pussy? You ain't never had your dick Kodak.
He said they feel better.
I'm saying like as in like my shit like doing more to you than your shit doing to me, like that basically.
How often do you get turned down? Because I can understand now. I saw you when you was going at Dream Dot, and I didn't like when you said what you said about her music, but I will say I can see why a girl would feel like, well, I can't get with him because you had a couple of engagements, you with this girl, that girl, you said you had 2 babies on the way, and so you can see why a woman would say, man, I'm not messing with him.
Now my thing is like, if you ain't fucking with me, don't fuck with me at all.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Don't like open no kind of doors to it, you know what I mean? And shit like that. I understand people be
bitch, you would have to call me to have a conversation. I would your mouth like that. So I wouldn't even pick up the phone.
You can't buy too much in the open. The dudes who funding your lifestyle and shit like that.
The fuck are you saying?
Crazy, they ain't gonna buy you nothing for Valentine's, I guess. But I ain't gonna lie.
Hell no.
Like, when a girl got me to that stage where I'm liking you, I'm like, keep me like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't have me thinking and putting 2 and 2 together.
What the fuck are you saying? Is he speaking English?
You got a real nigga fucking with you.
It's not. I just told you.
You got a real gangster nigga on some sweet shit right now. You're right, man. A nigga who like, I make great music. Fucking with me, you go platinum. You hear me? Understand shit like that. Damn,
really?
With all these peon ass niggas and shit like that, no problem. You know what I mean? Now you want to give me a hard time with this shit?
Cause your face.
Honey. Yeah, but you can't expect them girls to give you something just because you're doing music with them, Kodak.
Yes. So why you expect? man? So why you expecting niggas just do music with you, man?
Cause you're a rapper and I'm a rapper. What the fuck? Like, what is like for the women stupidness of me?
You have a female artist, right, signed to you? Is it Mellow Rack signed to you?
BVS signed to me.
Okay. All right. And so wouldn't you want other men to work with her and be okay with that?
Yeah, it depends on like how y'all vibing and shit.
But
you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Look, my female artists is just how it is, right? Cause I know niggas and shit like that. I gotta bust. Like they ain't gonna be my girlfriend, but it's like I'm gonna bust them.
No, man. No.
You gotta keep it business.
That's not good business, Kodak,
like,
at all.
We keep business, but girls is like you got to have a man. So it'd be like, okay, my female artist is like, I'm gonna be fun and shit, paying for your shit, paying for your stuff, how your appearance.
But she gotta have sex with
music,
you,
all that shit. But it's like, when I say, hey, you need to come to the studio, hey,
that's
we got a video, hey, you got 12 set up, hey, you got pop set up, ain't no questions asked, you know what I'm saying? We just go, you know what I'm saying? Because whoever busting you woman be like, man, babe, nah, tell that nigga we busy, babe. Tell that nigga gonna stay home. Shit like that. So you gotta do that. You hear me? Because whoever busting.
No, man.
What?
That's like selling crack. Okay,
all right.
Kodak.
All
no,
right.
You selling dope out the
I know
house.
a nigga. Look, I know a nigga. I know somebody whose situation like that there. He like, I'm saying, he was the one like, he was the one, I'm saying, funding on his girl like whole career doing stuff like that, believing her when nobody believed in her, right? She got with this other dude who in the news.
I can't, and I won't, and I don't have to. That's the thing. I don't have to. I can't, I won't, and I don't have to. And I decided. Are you serious? Do these men not fuck men? Do these people not understand like the grasp of this, like the grasp of Kodak Black? Are you kidding me? So now you're telling me that any artist that I see, female artist that I see you work with moving forward from this point on, has either had sex with you or has some sexual obligation to you. Do you know that just fucked up all of your features with female artists? And do you know that you're going to want a female artist to feature on you? And you know that's going to be the question they ask her, right? Soon as she come out, they're going to ask her, so did you sleep with Kodak Black? And she's probably going to say, hell the fuck no, did I sleep with no goddamn Kodak Black? You're already setting yourself up for another fail. The fuck is wrong with you? And then to think that people are obligated. He said, what he say? She'll do it to other goo. Why not me? Because she want to live to see another day? Because she don't want to throw up? What the fuck? What is wrong? Like, that got me. I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't see himself or his face, but we do. No, Kodak baby. No, it don't work like that. Now, I'm not saying there's not a female. Hey, thank you for sharing the video. I'm not saying there's not a female out here that, you know, when somebody texting you from the chat. Hi, good morning to you too. You know that, damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh my God. Anyways, what do you guys think about Kodak Black? Please do not do that, baby. Damn. Okay, I'm trying to go back. I'm just dying from these comments. This gremlin. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Good morning, Southern Belle. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. It's so good to see you. Who looks like the bottom of my shoe? Okay, look like he'll lick your shoe too. Let's be real. It looked like he will lick your shoe. He talking about he feel like he doing more than her. Like his thing is better than what she got. I said that sound real jailish. It sound real jailish. It sounds real institutional. It sound real behind some bars, honey. Your thing doing more than what she got. All right. Mm-hmm. That's why they said he slept with that young white girl. You know, I ain't gonna say that. My God, today. Really, Stacy? Yes. Okay, and he Haitian. Is that why? No. That jaw got something in it. Maybe he chews snuff. You know, some people chew snuff. They put that snuff in their mouth like that. But I was thinking maybe he had snuff in his mouth. Fright night is the whole thing. He is facially struggling. Yes, he is. What the hell is he saying? That's what I'm saying. So you think somebody want to fuck you and they don't know what you're saying? You thinking they telling you get out the car. He talking about where you want to go. You opening the door to get out. And where you going? I thought you said, like, I couldn't do it for the life of me. The retard. Is that English or another language? Yes, you are. Please hit that like button. Kodak Black is setting his defense up against the SA lawsuits. He telling y'all they wanted it and they know what it is. Oh, so you think he trying to get ahead of it? Oh. You think he really out here trying to get ahead of it by saying these females who work with me already knew what was up? That's interesting. Is this English? No, it's not. It's not language. It's face. That's what it is. His face movement. And we just hear the noise effects of his face movement. Where is he from? Memphis, Mississippi? No, he's from Pompano Beach, Florida. He's from Florida. You can hear that accent? Jesus be a translator. That is mumble. What part of Florida? Pompano. When he did that breathing motion, I smelt it. Can you just imagine sitting in the room with his breath like that? I mean, I'll literally be across the room. Why you all the way up? Why you all the way over there? I'm good. Damn, I see you, nigga. I wish a nigga would. Wow, he's disgraceful. Yeah, yikes, y'all. I don't talk grade 8. Someone will go get that. I ain't gonna really, because we need a translator down South Florida. I would have stopped the damn interview. Okay, Angela Yee just over there like, what? Are you kidding me? She over there trying to break it down. Like, so you have a female artist. So you expect your female artist, every time she works with another guy, to do that to him, if that's his expectation? Because that's basically what you're saying. Because that's your talent. Right. So is he a pimp? Now that begs the question. That only tells us he can't get the kitty without using his business leverage. Right. Without, period. I understand what he's saying. You do? Are you from down south? You child, I'm reclaiming my time and brains. I'm sorry, Lord. I thank you for making sure I walk the right way. He knows how to talk. Just shouting these hooks on phonics. And I'm sure there's some females who will go, this is my prayer to you, amen. Blessings. Hey, Ostara. Hey, it's good to see you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. A real female rapper would never work with Kodak Black. He ain't a wordsmith. And every time he comes out publicly and says he's interested in a female rapper, they shut him down. Like, hell no. I think he may say it and they be right behind it 2 minutes later. I don't know what the fuck he thought. No, sir. No, ma'am. I said I'd be doing the same thing. He stay on jail talk, don't he? I'm telling you, listen. I'm telling you, anybody talking about something, this is better than what you got. The question is how you know. How you know? I'm so floored by his audacity. My grandma used to dip stuff. My grandmother did too. And these are my great. And just spit it in a cup. And I used to sit here and watch people walk past it. I used to, this is some nasty, this is just a bunch of nasty shit. Like, what is in it? Just smoke a cigarette at that point. Just smoke a cigarette. Oh, you don't chew snuff, you dip it. And then don't you put it in your jaw and just suck on it? That shit, whatever it is, it's nasty. Good morning, King Roman. I'll be preparing for work. Listen to your daily news. It is such a pleasure. I can relate to all top shooters. Thank you, Angela White. Thank you. I appreciate that. That made me feel good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Never heard of that part of Florida. Oh, Southern Belle, thank you so much. Another great live. Have a blessed weekend. You too, Southern Belle. I appreciate you so much. And we're going to link in a couple of weeks. So I got to get you up here so we can do a show together. Got to give him credit for his hits, though. Kodak Black. I mean, he gets paid more than Cardi B off of Cardi B's first song, Bodak Yellow. If y'all didn't know that, even though it gives her a lot of credits and she gets a lot of awards for performing it, he still gets the majority of it when it comes to profits. One, it's his beat. Two, she used majority of his writing, and even if she changed the lyrics, it's the flow and the cadence, similar to what a lot of people sue for. Like I don't know if you guys remember Marvin Gaye's lawsuit against Pharrell and Robin Thicke. And even though they said they changed the lyrics and slowed it down, it's still the cadence is still copied. So he get his fair share. My bad, I'm driving. Sorry for double messing. No, you Gucci. Remember how he was with Young Ma. You see? I'm not doing that for Young Ma. I'm doing that for him. If I would throw it back at him, it's just disgusting. He looked like he smells like cheese, like real cheese. Didn't he pull some crap about Coke? Yes. And everybody online had to check him like, bruh, you doing a little too much now. Dial back, go to the mirror. I'll always tell that'd be my joke to him. Go look at the mirror, bruh. The man in the mirror. Yes, Florida baby. My sons listen to the music. Listen, I like the trap music too. It's just that when you go online to look at some of these people look, you just be like, oh, you sound just like, Did you cover BB already? Big Brother? No, I didn't. I didn't even put that on here to cover. But we know Todrick Hall lost and he's shady as hell. Maisha won. And who did I watched Really Big TV. Y'all gotta check her video out too. It's on my wall. Her video hit like 10,000 views. I'm over here. I was proud for her. I said, no, what the fuck? Get out of here, Really B. So congratulations to you, Really B too. That's dope. I love that. Motivates me and it's so inspiring because sometimes when you look at like just going live and then doing your uploads and stuff like that, you really get like, oh, upload won't give you that much. But sometimes these uploads or like a live stream or a smaller video time frame might do justice. So shout out to you for that. Definitely somebody I watch and pay attention to the way you do it. So I appreciate you for giving us content like that. But I didn't cover Big Brother. I'll share some stories, but I know that I just felt like we hit it. He's shady, and we knew that the minute he lost, he wasn't going to want to do any interviews or talking behind the scenes, because everyone saw over that 28-day period of how nasty you were, how shady, how behind the scenes and underhanded you are. And so it's interesting. What are you going to do? What's your next public performance or image, or what are you going to? I love to see what he does. Kodak is harassing Dream Doll in Young Miami. Me too. I used to be so mad, but I think he calmed my grandma down. Lord, I wish she was still here. Right. I remember. And I used to be here go my clumsy ass. I'll be walking in the house, and because she leave a cup right here, I knock the damn cup down and keep walking. Who gonna clean it up? I know you gonna clean it up. I'll be so mad. I go get all the plastic bags and cover my hands up. I used to have like 4 bags on each hand to grab it. You gonna get this shit on me? I don't know what this is. It looked like doo-doo. I don't know. No. That was not me type of cheese. The light yellow cheese with holes in it. That when you put it close to your nose, it got a little whiff. Look and talk. Right. Todd was not giving Todrick an inch. Right? Nope. He said, and everybody was like, you already know where I'm going, so I don't know what to tell you, bro. He just made a fool of himself. I was going to say he just made us look bad, but he ain't make me look bad. I ain't never put him up to make me look good, so he just made a fool of him fucking self. You would think he would go up there, representing more posture, less messy, and more strategic. We know how to clean up when it's time to clean up. He clearly missed the mark. Maisha won to me. Tamara was the best at it. Yes, she was, because we all assumed she was gonna be extra messy. Tamara played the fucking game. That's what she did. Surely did. It stinks. Roman, does Mr. Colorado struggle with feeding you? It don't be a struggle feeding. It just be a struggle when we go out, because I'll be looking at the menu like, so then I'll be like, so what are you going to order? What are you finna eat? What you about to get? Like the other day, I never had poached eggs, and I don't think I'm ever gonna have poached eggs. And I think I know why I don't eat poached eggs. And he had nerve enough to order 2 poached eggs, and so I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, you gonna eat 2 poached eggs? That's cute. And no, one was for me and one was for him. And I'm like, I'm not gonna just try it. Why just try it? You ain't gonna never try nothing new. You're gonna always stay in the same shit unless you try something. I tried it and damn near I had the stink face the whole time, like, can I just get some regular eggs, please? So yes, it's just like we just gotta come to a common agreement on what we gonna eat and where we gonna go. I remember when our sister drunk that snuff spit. Hold up. So while we talking about that, I be reading all these different stories, and I have sometimes hit and miss stories. So allegedly, Quincy Jones' daughter, Didita Jones, was about to drink P. Diddy's pee. Apparently, P. Diddy was at an award show, and they were about to call him up on stage. And instead of him going to the bathroom, he went under the table with a pitcher of ginger ale, peed in the pitcher of ginger ale, put it back on the table. Quincy's daughter sitting there, and P. Diddy's security sitting at the table, and she went to pour her a cup, and nobody was going to tell her that it was pee in there. Not even Diddy. He just sat there, and the security guard finally intervened like, yo, you don't want to drink that, but they didn't tell her why. And so they all said she almost drank pee. I said, he does nasty shit like that. Now, see, I could see him doing that. I would never trust to be around it. Listening to that, I would never. I wouldn't even walk in his office. You want something to drink? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Everything that people say about Todrick Hall was proven true on Big Brother. I agree. Not poached eggs. Disgusting. disgusting. I never had that kind of drip from an egg before. I was like, you might as well just open the egg up. What are you doing? What was the man name that was with Tamar? I love the way he had Tamar back. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Can't remember the name. She drunk it with its snuff spit. Really that? Yes, Diddy's name has always been questionable. I would have beat all of them at the picture. What the fuck is he, a toddler? Yeah, they say he climbed under the table. So I kept thinking, like, you gonna climb under the table? So I didn't bring it up. Y'all Google Diddy peas and y'all get the story. All right, we finna switch to local news, and I got some really crazy stories for y'all today. So I just hope y'all just sit tight with this, because I was not anticipating on them being heavy, but it's always some shit going on. And so I'm just getting my screens together. StreamYard. Let's bring you over here. All right. So the first thing I want to do is play this very, very wonderful video for you all. And it's supposed to be a breakdown on what's going on with Russia, but it's brought to you by someone who looks like us, you and me, who broke it down in a very, very funny, interesting way. And everybody's been sharing it with their students and all across. And so I thought it was interesting. I said, well, let me share it my damn self. So you all check this out. I thought it was clever. I thought she did a wonderful job.
Okay, so boom. We was mad at Big T for being cool with Big Bang P, but Big Bang P just linked up with China. And if I'm not mistaken, Big Bang P is one of the richest men in the world, and everybody and their mama owe China some money. So we might have an issue, but this what happened. Big Bang P was looking at Ukraine, and he like, I like that territory. It's like real close to Russia, and I feel like it belongs to us, so I'm finna come get it. So he didn't move his military close to the border, and he letting them know, like, I'm finna come get it. Like, just letting y'all know, right? And so Ukraine is like, we don't know what he's gonna do. So they got their military out there teaching their citizens how to do Taibo just in case they gotta defend themselves. But some of the citizens, they like, you know what? Big Bang P, he is kind of crazy, but he ain't gonna bust a grape. And if he do bust a grape, guess what? America gonna come over here and help us. But my whole thing is like, I don't know if y'all forgot what happened in Afghanistan, but we was over there for over 20 years and nobody understood the assignment. So personally, I just would not put all my eggs in the American basket.
Okay.
I see the type of people that are American military employed, and no disrespect, but y'all need to go to them continuation schools in the hood and go get you some real shooters. That's all I'm gonna say.
Period.
So Biden done hopped in, right? So Big Daddy Biden, he done hopped into the mix, and he like, look, P, stop playing with me. I know you're trying to be funny because America over here arguing about abortion rights and affirmative action during Black History Month, but I ain't got time for this right now. So if you pull up over there, it's gonna be some smoke, and you're gonna get sanctions. I'm sending you a whole receipt, like,
period.
And P is like, bruh, let me tell you something. By the look of the inflation in America and y'all homelessness problem y'all got over there, y'all need this money. So go ahead and send me the bill, bruh. I'll pay it in cash. And so at this point, it's out of our hands.
Period.
Okay, so we was mad at Big T for being cool with Big Bang P, but Big Bang P just linked up with China.
I thought she did a really good job of summarizing it. And so it's been shared all around TikTok. A lot of different press sites have picked it up and they've shared it with their kids. So I'm thinking maybe, if y'all want me to drop the link, I'll share the link with you all if you want to share it with your kids, just so they can get an idea, a nutshell, quick, brief overview of what actually is going on. I'm going to go ahead and drop her link. I think it was interesting, and it's definitely a creative way. I really don't. Okay, breaking it down for the kids. Period. And there's the link to it if you all ever want to check that out. All right, let's see what else. Football player. He didn't say much. I set my alarm for you. Thank you. I think you're talking about me, but thank you, Stacy. Yes, he had the nerve to bring up the cookout vote, then say he didn't want to win because he was African American. What a slap to the face of those who made Black. Baby, I'm telling you, his whole entire movement after this has shifted. He has to do a lot of PR control because we already question his sort of cultureness, sort of like, be for who you want to be, but don't be trying to play in our face. And this definitely was a play in the face. Hey, YB Shady, good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, did a very good job. Very good job. Yeah. Yep, that's cute. She looks like Pam off Martin a little bit. And she's getting a lot of views. She's doing a lot of big things over on TikTok. And I think, with Black History Month, they're really trying to push a lot of the Black creatives on TikTok. So if you are someone who's on TikTok or you want to start a TikTok, I think it's worth it. I've been thinking about starting my own little TikTok and just taking those snippets from YouTube and putting it over there, but you can't because you got to make videos. What Russia did is exactly what Germany did in World War II. The question is, how territorial will the world let Russia have? China is taking back Taiwan. It's absolutely a slippery slope. The minute this happened, it changed the course of a lot of things instantly. One thing you got to know one thing is the fact that the sanctions that we're doing are just enough. But instead, if we don't get tougher on, for me, if we don't get tougher on the sanctions, if we don't enact removing Russia from SWIFT so that our dollar is not counted when they use it, that's, to me, is the boldest step. Unfortunately, Europe doesn't want us to take them out of SWIFT. Europe doesn't want to do that because they have Gazprom. They have a lot of oil and a lot of different contracts and a lot of different things tied up over there where the U.S. currency and U.S. dollar bill does play. And so it is definitely a financial thing. So I think Putin is going to continue to get away with a lot of stuff until it's too much. And what that too much is, I don't know. I don't know. I knew he was going to be able to invade. I knew he was going to be able to invade Ukraine. I knew he was going to get to the separatist cities. And then he got Chernobyl, the nuclear power plant, which really isn't a big deal because we've been monitoring that regardless. So him getting that is just for, value, public opinion, for sake. We didn't view it as a threat. However, I don't know. It's just me. This makes Biden look weak. I don't feel like he's tough on Putin. I don't feel like he's doing enough. I feel like, and I know that it's almost like we don't want to engage in another war that's on our territory that has nothing to do with us. But if we're supporting NATO, and NATO's mission is to make sure that the treaties and all of the alliances that we've set up for things like this doesn't happen, and they're just sitting there, it's like, well, damn, this can happen anywhere in the world. That's what I'm saying. It changes the course of a lot of things. If we let this go and continue to go down this slippery slope, you will see China continue to develop the South China Sea. You will see China take a lot of different territories because China is another one. The Uyghurs, I always get their name wrong. The Uyghurs, they've been putting them in the concentration camp in the northern part of China. Yeah, the northwestern part of China. So I've been paying attention to it. How much territory? They got 2 separatist cities, allegedly, because the separate cities, the mayors in both of those separate cities allegedly wrote letters to Vladimir Putin saying that they need help because they feel like Ukraine is attacking their rebels and they need help and defense. And we already knew this was going to be a ploy and a setup for them to attack and invade. And so they did so. And they used that and they immediately attack and begin to attack. My thing about that is, we don't understand how much control does the president have over those separatist cities to even allow this to occur. So, I mean, there's things we don't even know. Politics at play. Why was that okay? So love TikTok. He does. The streets have always said Todrick don't do his black stance like his white ones, praising Maisha for racial sensitive topics that never made the show. So clearly it wasn't groundbreaking. Nope. It's going to be different. Sanctions mean nothing. And Russia knows this. China is coming up. Okay. It is pronounced we jars. Thank you. I know I always get it wrong. Thank you. All right. So we talked about this before, you guys. I remember, and it was just like, no, but it's moving. It is definitely moving. So the Don't Say Gay bill and the Stop Woke bills, they are moving up the chain. So they both have passed in the House, in the Florida House, and they're on their way to the Senate. And if it passes in the Senate, it becomes law. And basically what this does is All primary school level education facilities will be banned from discussing certain topics pertaining to gender identity and sexual orientation. Many have pointed out the negative impact this would have on LGBTQ youth. Those in favor of the bill have largely positioned it as a move to strengthen the rights of parents. Also, they will turn Florida into a surveillance state and give the government broad license to censor conversations about American history, the origins of racism and injustice, and the existence of LGBTQ plus people. And that's the woke part of this. And that's the Stop Woke Act of the bill, floor of the bill. And so they really are pushing this shit. And they feel like, you know, this is going to help parents control the conversations and the narratives that may be had in public schools, public education facilities about their identity, about their culture. And I'm just like, you know, Florida is doing this stuff, and other states who are conservative are watching. And I promise you, they're looking to see how well this is going to be across the board. So I'll stay tuned. I'll keep you posted on this, but I feel like if it passed in the House, it's going to pass in the Senate, and there goes another uphill battle for the LGBTQ community, for the African American community, to have their voices heard. You won't be able to, you know, answer questions or even talk about, you know, sexuality or gender, any kind of gender issues in school, whether a child comes to you or not, considering you are an authority figure to them in education. You can't talk about, you know, the stay woke thing about, you know, critical race theory is what they're masking under. Stay woke now. You can't have those conversations if a student comes to you, 12th grade, getting ready to go to college, and they say, hey, I wanted to know about X, Y, and Z because I'm interested in exploring this. Well, I can't talk to you about that. What the fuck do you mean you can't when the tax dollars are paying for things like this? So I see the slippery slope. I see other states adopting this. Unfortunately, Florida is one of those conservative states, one of the most conservative states. I see Texas being next. Then I see, you know, Midwest states doing something like this. I see states like Vermont doing stuff like this. I see a lot of different states adopting policies like this. So I'll stay tuned to this. It is very ridiculous. All right. Next story. Florida babysitter charged with manslaughter after allegedly falling asleep and suffocating 9-week-old. Woo! So a Florida woman was arrested this week, again in Florida, after she allegedly took drugs, fell asleep on, and suffocated a 9-week-old infant she was babysitting. Okay? Babysitting. So per a press release, the police arrived, stems from an incident that took place on June 6, 2021. Emergency responders were called to a home in Fountain, Florida, a city located roughly 30 miles north of Panama. Upon arrival, police discovered the baby unresponsive as well as the adult. The infant was rushed to the local hospital where the former was revived. The unarmed baby was declared dead soon after arrival. A blue pill investigators discovered at the scene was later confirmed by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to be fentanyl. Law enforcement claims that Evans took the drug before falling asleep on the victim, suffocating them to death. It is determined that she purchased narcotics earlier in the day and ingested them by crushing and snorting the pills before taking care of the child. And the child was discovered unconscious, sitting on the side of her bed with her upper body completely covering the child. Evans was booked into Bay County Jail as she awaits her first court appearance. What kind of bum shit is this? And you were babysitting. Not even your child. You're babysitting. And you mean to tell me now, it's like, fuck that. What kind of parent, who left their child in your care, and you can't tell me you don't look like you on crack? You ain't no fucking way you babysitting my child and you look like this? Bitch, you out your fucking mind. My child going to work with me. There's no way. So it leads me to believe that the parents were on drugs too, or they had to be in some kind of partnership or, you know, something like that, because ain't no one looking at this lady telling me they finna leave their child with her. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So that shit bothered my mind this morning. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ, we both going to jail. Are you telling you we both are? See, it's too much going on in Florida. Arrest the mother and father. That's what I just, yeah, absolutely. Because you mean to tell me you thought it was suitable and okay to leave this child with this lady who crushed some pills up, and the lady went to sleep, had nerve enough to call the police because she thought the child was unresponsive, not due to her. And come to find out the child had been smothered to fucking death because of you and your drug habit. Are you kidding me? Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, man. The parents are addicts as well. Who leaves their kid with the obvious addict? I'm calling in sick. The fuck you mean? Period. Are you kidding me? I'll take one look at them bitches and say, well, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but me and Lil Roman gonna be here today. Y'all can go on. I'm good. Nah, bitch. Not you looking like that. I thought somebody else was coming. You can carry your ass back on where you came from, baby. I hear $2 for the trip. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Next time you should have texted me your face. That's what bitch, text me your picture of your face before you come over and watch my kids. Right now, honey. I need clearance of the face before you come watch my child. You know, and it's sick that people will even feel comfortable enough to leave their kids around people like that, though. You know, white, black, Indian, any race. I just feel like you have to take a certain level of responsibility when you're putting the care of your child into someone else's hand. And I'm sure for her, it was all about money. You know, yeah, I'll watch the baby if I can get a couple of bucks to go buy some fentanyl pills. Exactly what she did. You know, so you really got to be mindful of shit like that. Crazy. You can't spell or perform Heimlich. Period. You know, she couldn't do both. Probably don't know what it is. Hey, Clyde, it's good to see you. I ain't see you in a minute. Yes, little Roman. Yes. So they couldn't ask Abuela or Tia. Why are we doing this? We finna do that. We not finna do that. We not finna do that. We not finna do that. All right, for the babysitter. Okay. Oh, baby. All right, next story. Teacher placed on leave after her sex tape was airdropped to hundreds of students. Okay, let's get into this. Now, how the freak does this happen? Like, how does it happen? So, an Ohio teacher was removed from the classroom after her alleged sex tape was sent to hundreds of students. The incident reportedly occurred February 7th at Ginn Academy, an all-boys public school located in East Cleveland. According to local outlets, the explicit video was originally stored on the teacher's mobile device and airdropped to more than 200 students with iPhones. The teacher claimed she had heard rumors of a sex tape of her and her boyfriend, but she told police she didn't know how the video was released. So authorities noted that there were 4 to 5 videos that were sent on February 7th, but only one of them is believed to contain sexual content. So the police is saying that if somebody were to have access to an unattended phone, it's fairly easy to capture someone's passcode. If someone has bad intentions, the first thing they'll do when they get access to your phone is look through your pictures, look to see if you have a private folder and see what's in there, or look at text messages and try to find something inappropriate. So she's been placed on paid leave while the Cleveland Police Sex Crimes Unit investigates. I don't know. Like when I first started, I was like, oh, maybe somebody. I don't know though, because it's really, really hard. I mean, you really would have to go to the phone, go to the pictures, select all those people. You can't just airdrop 200 people. You know what I mean? Like I'm shocked. I don't know. We have to realize another pill head to another trailhead. I find it funny how parenting classes aren't mandatory. Okay, right, but it's mandatory to not have the don't say gay bill. Like, don't say gay. There we go again. That title makes me just so mad. Zio or Zia? She drop it. She had to. Hey, the Unfiltered Muffy, good morning to you. Happy Friday. My baby stay with my mom or mother-in-law only, period. And that's the best way, because that's trusted care. That's somebody you know that'll call you with anything and you can get in touch with them with anything. Like, that's what I need. I need to know I can touch you when I need to touch you. That's why I like taking my dog to a daycare where it's 24-hour access to the camera. I can jump on the camera on the app on my phone at 2 a.m. in the morning just to see what his little ass is doing. For me, that is all the peace in the world I need to do what the fuck I need to do. And I can imagine how much comfort that would be for parents. So she did that on purpose, just nasty. Well, they said it was 5 videos dropped, and one of those videos had it. So yeah, I feel like she did it on purpose. Nasty little skeet. Now that's the skeet nasty. Oh, she got to go. Sorry, she did that. I wish I would let someone else watch. My family would have went off. And who leaves their phone unattended that long? She or her man dropped it on purpose. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, there's no way you drop your iPhone somewhere and then they get your passcode, go to your photos, select the 5 videos, select over 200 people. 200 people don't even pop up when you go for an airdrop around you. I think the limit is like 40 or 50. And they just selected all of these people and just sent it. You have to literally be walking around to every different location of the school, open your airdrop up and just sending it. Let me go over here and sending it. You little nasty bitch. Like, just nasty. I'll be saying gay, period. I'll be in the courtroom telling some don't say gay. Bitch, fuck. Oh, what are you talking about? Don't say gay. Like, why can't we title this something different? Y'all in these damn names of these bills. Are you kidding me? My daughter stay with me, my mom or her dad only. Right. That's called trust. That's called village. For real. She did. Do you know the process? That's Miss Juicy Reviews. I'm over here sitting here thinking like, girl, you got some new shit. You got the iPhone 18. Bitch, you got multiple airdrops that we don't know about. Because when I pull up my airdrop, I don't even see that many people. You walk around just dropping nasty cooch with you and your man getting slutted out. And so now but the thing is that clearly the school is on her side. They believe it was an incident of accident nature, that she had a foul play because they suspended her paid leave. And so clearly it wasn't like she was caught having sex with a child, or it was like, something to do with, it was literally no connection to the kids. It was just like, the biggest thing here is that it was disseminated. Who disseminated? So, I don't even know how to do all that. My phone. You sound like my TT. My TT is the worst with her iPhone. She really is. So next, I think a lot of us will be happy to hear about this, but the FDA has now approved first condoms marketed specifically for anal sex. Okay, listen. Okay. Now, for the first time ever, U.S. regulators have authorized a condom specifically designed for anal sex. Though health experts have encouraged condom use for all varieties of sexual intercourse, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration previously prohibited companies from marketing their products as an effective tool for anal sex. But that all changed on Wednesday when the FDA announced it will allow Global Protection Corporation to market its One Male condom as a product that helps reduce transmission of sexually transmitted infections during both vaginal and anal intercourse. Yeah, so the FDA says the move will allow other companies to apply for similar approval. I think most people would be surprised to know that condoms are not approved for anal sex. With this new designation from the FDA, consumers will have important information about the safety and effectiveness of condoms for anal sex. Baby, do you know they need to be throwing these out? I'm talking about tossing and throwing and mailing them and sticking them on you like a bow. Baby, what? I'm telling you, that's good news. That's really good news. I'm old. No, you ain't the only one. There's so much stuff to learn about the iPhone. The school just as nasty, shaking my head. They need me on the administrative team. We both would have been pulling our glasses down, looking at her like, you a little nasty, but you a little nasty bitch. I definitely would have been inside. I ain't her in the parking lot, walking to my car. I'd be like, there she go right there. Oh, nasty hoe. So what has gone down before head? What were the original condoms protected from all this time? you weren't supposed to be using them for anal sex. They were supposed to be only for like, you know, sexual intercourse, vaginal, but you used them because it was a form of protection, but they weren't approved for that purpose. This don't apply to me, nor for me. Have a great day. All right, B1. Was thinking the same. My phone is with me at all times. Wait, wasn't condoms used for that anyways? They weren't designated for that purpose. Well, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know either until I read this morning. I said, oh, excuse me. You should have your price tomorrow going by the post office. Yeah, I'm excited. Can't wait. Lord, thanks again. Yeah, I wanted to share that because I thought that was very, very interesting. I didn't know. Okay. Oh, I got 10 minutes. All right. So a child was found dead in a garage freezer after the victim's sister gave a note to teacher asking for help. Now, this story is really, really sad, and I tried to save it closer to the end. But it's a case where there's abuse going on at the home, and the mother didn't know any other way but to give a note to the child to give to their teacher because the mother was tied up being abused at home as well. So let's get into this story. A young boy was found dead Tuesday in a garage freezer after an elementary school teacher was given a distressing note from his sister expressing uncertainty regarding the victim's whereabouts. So according to Las Vegas Homicide, the note was written by their mother, who stated she was not only being held inside their home against her will by her boyfriend Brandon Toslin, but didn't know where her son was or if he was even alive. She stated that she didn't know where her younger child was and that she believed he was deceased. So the police department received a call about the note shortly after 8 a.m. And within 2 hours, officers pulled over a vehicle with Toslin and the mother inside after the two were seen leaving their home. Toslin was taken into custody while the unidentified mother of two was questioned by authorities. She said that he was abusive towards her and prevented her from going to certain parts of the house. She said she was not allowed to leave the house alone or go into the garage. Toslin, who isn't the father of the two children, was charged with 2 counts of first-degree kidnapping. Police conducted a search of the residence and went into the garage where the boy's body was discovered. The mother said she hadn't seen her son since December 11th, 2021, which authorities said was around the time he was killed. Toslin is now facing an open murder charge. The victim's sister has been taken to another family. Extremely sad. And good job on the part of the teacher for quickly turning that note around, getting the police and authorities involved. That was an amazing job that you did. And I know that shit got to be hard. A lot of questions arose for me. A lot of questions. I am literally legitimately convinced the Lord is coming back for his earth and soon, baby. I got nervous, like, Lord, I'm not trying that out. Y'all do too much, Roman. We just had a conversation yesterday. He coming sooner than later. And that's the next thing. Why pick up these mothers with children you have no intention on being a parent to? And then, I mean, so many things came to my mind. Like, so just we're now on February 25th. He was arrested February 11th, picked up February 11th, you guys. She said she hasn't saw her boy since December 11th. So from December 11th to February 11th, the conversation didn't come. Like, what the fuck? Like, I know, and I'm not blaming the victim. I just want to know, where does that innate, where does that feeling come in? That feeling that, like during that time frame, you couldn't do nothing about this. You couldn't reach out to no one. Like, you were completely closed off. I mean, you couldn't, I don't know, y'all. I'm just lost. I'm completely lost in the fact that so much time went by, and that what triggered her to then send a note with her child to school at that moment. Why not in December? Why not before just send a note saying, hey, we're getting abused at my home? Maybe you didn't know, maybe you had just learned, but to anybody who may be watching and know somebody in their family or something like this, here's an example, and here's some stories, and here's a lesson we can learn. Like, the earlier the better on every fucking thing. share notes, send notes, even if it's I need help, but don't, slip it somewhere, I've definitely had my own situation near and dear to me about, about this. And so nah, I ain't gonna share it because I don't know how people are, and I just do not want my stuff out there like that yet. People are truly demonic. Yes, they are. Honestly, my heart hurt to hear that. Yeah, it's so sad. Yeah, it is. And so she lost her baby because of this poor child. I don't know, and I can't wait to get more details of this story to understand what did the child do to be killed and put in a freezer. Or like, did you just put the child in the freezer and lock him in there and never checked and he froze to death? Because then that means it was painful for the child. Why so many children losing their souls, and to parents, and to like people that they're supposed to love and supposed to nurture them. That's like a scary, big scary part of this too. Hot spicy tea. If you're in an abusive relationship, please get out. Please get out. And it's easier said than done because a lot of it is being brainwashed. A lot of it is being promised and told I'm changing. And, that cycle repeats itself over and over again. It's similar to an addiction. It's hard to get out of it once you're in it because you're just looking for things you don't know. Even one little gesture might delight you. A kiss on the cheek might make you feel better about every single thing. So it's just, yeah, it's definitely a serious, sad subject. All those little angels, so sad. Good morning. Hey, Voodoo. Good morning to you, Voodoo. I always say I wish we could just come on here and just vent. Yeah. Right, but it's not going to change. It's not. And so I just definitely wanted to shine some light on this kind of story and just know that it's so many homes. Like this just happened February 7th from an incident from December 21st. Just imagine how many homes and how many people are going through things like this on a daily life. So just be mindful. Be mindful. And then to our last story, and this is something we all got to be careful about because it's coming. Texas governor orders state agencies to investigate gender-affirming care as child abuse. So the governor of Texas has now declared anything that talks about, advocates, anything like that, they must be investigated for gender-affirming care, specifically for trans youth. And he said that these procedures could be considered child abuse under Texas law. He went on to say that teachers, nurses, and doctors could face criminal penalties for failing to report such abuse. So Texas law imposes reporting requirements upon all licensed professionals who have direct contact with children who may be subject to such abuse, including doctors, nurses, and teachers, and provides criminal penalties for failure to report such abuse. So they're deeming any conversations that folks have about their child and who wants to transition, such as including hormone therapy, puberty blockers, and reassignment therapy, surgery, is considered child abuse. And so the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services now has the responsibility to act accordingly and follow out and carry out this political guideline. How fucking horrible is that? How horrible is that? What such a you talk about that the Democrats, and they say all the time the Democrats and all of these different things, abortion is creeping on parental rights and we need to protect the parental rights and stuff like that. But then you do things like this where it completely rips out the rights of parents who actually agree to these services and hormone and therapies for their child. And you're saying it's considered a form of child abuse? The fuck is going on? What is going on? The devil don't sleep, y'all. Wait, right? It was a case up here in DC. False. A parent had 2 girls in her freezer. I think 3 years, moved them to another house in Maryland. In this particular case, I'm blaming the mother. So you mean to tell me that abusing Sap Tabor never slept? You mean to tell me you couldn't have set that bum on fire while the other baby? You know, and then I feel like when I ask those questions or say anything like that, I'm instantly like bashing or blaming her, or, you know, but that's instantly what I felt. I'm like, so there was no moment you could run and go check on your baby. Like the connection you have to your child, it's hard to go a certain period of time without like, you're not finna just keep telling me my baby is fine. My baby is fine. Where the fuck is my child at? Bitch, I'm gonna have to die today. That's all. Today I'm dying. You gonna die too, bitch. I'm burning you. I'm gonna hit you with a skillet or something. You gonna catch a fade. You gonna catch this. That's just, I read that this morning. I was like, what? Yes. I read it too. I said, wow. I said, are we creeping or not? Complete abuse of power. Complete abuse. Yep. And you know it's they're gonna the agency's about to abide like hell. That's the most disappointing shit I've heard all year. Hold on.
Good morning, this is Nat from.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to let you know. Came back negative.
Okay, so he's all good.
He's in the clear, ready to party all weekend.
Okay.
Is he feeling better?
Yeah, he's perfectly fine. Thank you.
Oh, okay, great. Well, you guys have a great weekend.
You too. Bye.
Thanks.
My baby, the daycare that my dog goes to, called me and said that some dog came in there with something and he was pooping blood, and so everybody had to get their dog checked to make sure their dog's fine. So I ran my dog to the motherfucking yesterday so quick. So she was calling me, telling me that my dog's test results came back negative. He's fine. I said, oh, okay. The hell? Because I was definitely about to be on them coming up in my house with some shit, and he didn't leave with no shit. How did she sleep? I mean, it begs the question, how did she sleep? I don't know. You know, I'm not a mom. It's weird because I know I wouldn't have been able to sleep. Shit, when my heart is broken in love, I can't sleep. So I can imagine the loss of a child, another form of love, heartbreak. Like what? And then to come to find out it's been sitting in the freezer. Your child's been body has been sitting in the freezer this whole time. You damn right they question you. You damn right they question you. And to be honest with you, they gave the other child, the victim's sister, to other family members. I would be asking them, where the hell y'all been this entire time? Like, oh, so they were able to just get in contact with y'all just out the blue. Oh yeah, call Annabelle. Well, where Annabelle been at? No, turn them kids over to the state. I'm sorry. I just don't trust any of it. One child is dead, and now you got access to the family. Fuck out of here. My baby sleeps at her grandparents' house for 2 days max. My baby ain't start sleeping there until she was 4 years old. I don't care. Call me overprotective. Parents are supposed to be. That's what I was assuming. Like, you just have this natural, that's my baby, you know? If my kids are late from school, I'm calling in my car looking. You have to be. That's word. You have to be. You really do. You really have to be. So just to wrap up this one, we're going to stay tuned to this and see the domino effect this has, because there's kids who are already started transitioning and are already in care. So are we talking about pre-existing, or are we talking about new cases? And then how do you handle pre-existing? Because I'm sure as they get older, they'll need access to care to continue that, which they've been approved for prior to this guideline. So what do you do? Like, there's so much around this that I don't think was thought of, but it's here now, and we got to watch how it's implemented. So I'm interested to see how they do this, because the way they roll this out will be the telltale signs of how they can do this for things such as, you know, effeminate guys, feminine males in school. You know what I mean? They can go as low as breaking down behaviors and characteristics if they can start saying that therapies that are approved for gender conforming, you know, non-conforming gender students is illegal or is child abuse. What are you talking about? The student that comes to school who's a male by birth but identifies as a female in a dress and approved by his parents, and the school says it's okay. So is that a form of child abuse? You see, like, it's a slippery fucking slope. And I don't think they see that. I think they just see it. Well, I do think they see it, but I don't think the public understands that's what they're doing with these little things. They're pushing the envelope so they can see how they can do it in other aspects and areas of life. So we're gonna stay tuned to it because I want to see what else happens. Dog probably had parvo, but if you're mandated to get your fur baby vaccinated when they're young, yeah. Oh, he's got all his records. They sent me. You know, I took him in there yesterday. Make sure my name ain't on none of this shit. You know, they a doc show and it's to your teeth ain't. I took him and got I made sure all of his shit was all up. So he all caught up today on all his shit. And I got him some extra shit in there. I'm like, go ahead and throw that on him. Throw it on him. I wish you just know. I do. I wish I did. We see each other. I love your show. I love your authenticity. It's needed on you. Oh, thank you, Bohemian Beauty. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you. Hey, happy Friday. Thank you. I enjoy it. Let me tell you, I enjoy being here. I enjoy picking the stories for us to talk about. I enjoy engaging. I enjoy even like us having differences of opinions and then like you all informing me on stuff. And then it makes me a better person. So I enjoy it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot because sometimes people always say, you know, people don't want to hear that or people don't want to talk about it or it ain't messy enough. And, you know, sometimes we just want to wake up and just have some hot topics that we can cover, both a little messy and not. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I call my kids every hour when they're at my mom or in-laws. I'll be missing them. Right? Yes, but I pray the other dog is okay. I hope the other dog can't come back because they got a Mardi Gras party this weekend. And I was planning to take him and his little treats. And if the other dog gonna be there, all the dogs that are cleared to come back can come back. And my dog is cleared to come back. So I'm just hoping the other dog ain't cleared to come back. Honestly. Right? Yes, we don't play about our babies. Where do the grandparents be? I see and talk to my grandkids every day. Let the days go by and I don't. I show up at the door. I like that. Maybe the other dog ate something bad and is feeling better now. Crazy. Would you let your child dress as a girl if they were 6 or 7? So born as a boy, but told me that he wanted to dress as a girl and like put on female clothes and go to school like that. For me personally, and this is just me in my opinion, and this doesn't negate anyone else's opinion or makes anyone else's opinion wrong. It's just based on my values. But I think at the age of 6 and 7, I would be trying to divert my child's attention from focusing on how you dress to focusing on the values and, you know, growing as a person, whether that is, you know, identifying as a, you know, female. We can work on that, you know, in terms of your behavior, your character, we can work on that. But I don't want to begin that kind of support at such a young age. But I want my child to know that support is there. So I'll definitely be, you know, I support you in that, but you know, daddy ain't finna be buying you that right now. That's out the question. Now I'll get you some tights, but you're not finna be doing. I'm not putting you in a position to handle things that we together haven't discussed yet. And so we need to get to a point where I'm comfortable with sending you out into the world like that. And I don't think I'll be comfortable sending my child into the world like that at the ages of 6 and 7. Now, once we get 12, 13, all right, you know, little Roman, what you want to do? That's what you want to do? All right, look, now here are the things. So I want to be able to do that because I feel like that's a part of that talk track with your child. You got to let them know what's expected. And you also got to be comfortable knowing that you've got your child prepared, like you're ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I don't know. I pray he's okay, poor baby. I do too, but they be having all these damn dogs that be getting on my nerves. I'd be like, can y'all just have 10 dogs? They be having like 75 dogs in a day. And I'm like, well, and then they got 3 rooms. I got 3 rooms, and it goes from large, medium, small dogs. And my dog always go with the medium dogs. And that's the majority size dogs that people have, medium sized dogs. And so that room be lit. And I can understand. So some days I'll be like, he's probably not feeling it today. So you can probably put him in a small dog room. Be in there bullying the dogs. Mama bear through and through. Okay, King Rhonda, not nice. Nah, Mardi Gras. Yes. Yeah, and they having a cute little Mardi Gras party. Right. And I'll make those decisions. Okay. I thought I was the only one. You saw me trying to itch around it because I'm not a parent. So I'm sitting here like, how do you say hell fucking no without being offensive? No. And it's not that I don't support it. Again, it's not that I don't support it, but it's just that I want to feel comfortable knowing that I dropped you off to school with your dress on and I went to work, and that you have all the tools, and I've talked to all of the staff at the school necessary to deal with what comes with this. And even if you're not necessarily ready to deal with some stuff, at least you know how to handle it. Like I've taught you how get your ass up and you can walk out of school and I can come pick you up. We walk through that. At what point do you feel like you can walk out? At what point should you call daddy? At what point do you feel like it's not too much? Because some kids just don't know when the pile on is too much and they just walk around with the pile on. But I need you to know that this is too much and you call me and we need to figure it out. Either you need to, we need to work on ways for you to address it, or we need to work on ways where we can get your environment changed where you're more supported. So it's just, it's a thing. If I don't know what I'm going to do when my oldest leave for college in August. I know my TT called me almost every day. And it was just like, she knew my class schedule. She would call me right when she think I was taking lunch and then ask me the questions that would piss me off because it was forcing me to answer. So did you find a job yet? I just got here. Dang. Thank you, Sharika. Thank you. Yes. Did you see the video of what happened to the young lady that stayed in Airbnb? No. See, now I got to go look me up something. Airbnb. Oh, what happened? Oh shit, y'all got to get off here. It's about to be 9:30. Look at us. Hey yo, y'all hit the like button if you can. Please hit the like button. Oh no, the most bittersweet moment. You just say it. Okay, all right. I'm not ready yet. Not at all. I like King Room. I want to know that was a conversation I had with my girlfriend. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's in this case by case. You gotta, I definitely, and it's vice versa. If my daughter says she wanted to, be dressed more masculine, we certainly having a conversation about that, and that would be a little bit more easy because it's not really like you're buying specific male clothes. You can still buy female clothes, and they can be, less appealing in a feminine kind of way. But I still would want her to let me know that she understands when it's too much and when you need to call me. You need to know your trigger points and you need to know what to do when you're triggered that way. You need to know you're okay and accepted and I love you the way you are and nobody can take nothing away from you. And all of that good stuff need to be thrown on your child before they could even be thinking about asking you for a dress. Like a dress, do you even know what comes with that? I mean, you can go show me a couple online, but we need to get you ready for that. And that's where I'll be at with it. We'll talk about it next week. Okay, I'm put it down on here. I put Airbnb down. Miss Juicy, my baby is 5, and I tell folks the government forced to hand her over every day from 8 to 3, and nobody asked me how I would feel. Forced to hand her over, forced you. Good morning. Hey, Diesel, good morning to you. Good morning. My daughter, 13, she pansexual, but I also know she's figuring it out, but she wears clothes from both the feminine and masculine. Yeah, she's 13. And you do understand she's figuring it out. So, yeah, there's a level of understanding there, That's great. That's great. Just a small little plug again. If you are interested, please consider being a member of the National Association of Black Journalists. Again, it's a wonderful organization, keeps you up to date on some of the policies, and they also advocate on behalf of Black journalists. Another branch out from them is the Black Free Press. The Black Press Association is a collaborative by the National Newspaper Publishers Association, where they work with a bunch of Black news-owned newspaper and news operators, and they come together. They try to promote each other, sort of network. And out of that union of newspaper companies, we have the Black Press Association. And I told you all, I dropped the link where you can follow their newsletter to get news like I do daily. And they always give you story and coverage from only Black sources, and that's not to mean that there won't be white reporters or Asian reporters, but the sources, the companies that own, where those stories are coming from are certainly Black owned. And so I think it's important for us to support them. Again, here you can also sign up so you can receive stories in your inbox, and some of the stories we talk about here on the show, and we gifted them $25 this morning. All right, so I'm about to wrap it up. I want to thank you all again for being here this morning. Please look it up. I told my nieces are 4 of them the video and tell them to be careful. Oh, I will then. I definitely will. I ain't doing traffic, criminal, or truancy court. Oh my God. And I can't believe it. I remember truancy court. I couldn't believe that wasn't even something that's beheld to parents. Pansexual, not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity. I like you from day one. This is her, but I know we have to let them interact with their peers. Yeah, much love. All right. Yes, thank you all. Please hit that like button on your way out. Happy Friday. Enjoy your Friday. I know we all are about to get hit with some coldness. I think it's coming from like Texas, California. They said St. Louis, Ohio, New York, up the state. So y'all bundle up. Stay safe. It is Mardi Gras weekend. Oh, and happy birthday, Kwani. I don't know what day is her birthday, but I know her birthday is soon. So happy birthday to you. Now I'm going to forever remember it because it's around Mardi Gras, but happy birthday to you. Y'all enjoy your Mardi Gras weekend, and I will definitely see you all in the streets. I will. Good show again. Thank you. Why was Sunny H in that promo picture? She's only Black twice a year. Have a wonderful weekend. Yes, you too. We are having an ice storm right now. Voodoo, if you don't mind, what state? Roman, don't be scared because of the war. I ain't scared. I ain't fucking with them Russians either, but I ain't scared. I ain't got time for it either. I make sure all my products is made in the USA or made in China, but I don't cross the border. I don't do all of that. I ain't even attracted to Russians. I have nothing to say about it. I don't if I see a Russian number on my phone, bitch, I'm turning my phone off and turning it back on. I don't get involved. When you talk about the Russians, bitch, I'm ghost. You see, I barely wanted to talk about the story. I don't have time to be hacked. I don't have time my passwords to be leaked. I don't have time for any of that shit. Leave me alone. But I'm expecting Biden to fix this shit. That's what I got to say. Her birthday is Monday. Okay. Happy birthday, Kwani. I wish I was in NOLA to see my friends. I know she has. I know she's Kwani's having fun on our weekend. All right, y'all. All right, it was good to see you all. All right, y'all, hit the like button on your way out, and I will check back in on Monday. Y'all have a good time, and don't forget next week. Yes, next week we start 5 days of going live. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is gonna be the morning show. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm gonna do a show after midnight. So that's only for the grown folks who are gonna be able to stay up with me after midnight. So I'll be looking forward to chilling with y'all. And until next time, deuces.
Dark side, light this bitch up. news just the way he know he can do. Hey, good morning, people. King Roman News gonna come right through. Give you hot topics Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 a.m. on the Eastern time. Baby, he's gonna drink his wine. King Roman News gonna give it to you just like you wanna do. Hey, he's gonna give you local news. That shit just right around his corner. Baby, he's gonna give it to you, baby. He's gonna give it to you nothing dollar. Hey, celebrity news, politics. Let's go, let's go. King Roman News gonna give it to you, baby. He's gonna give it to you like a motherfucking flow. Like a flow, a flow. I can't flow, but baby, King Roman News, baby, he's gonna give it to you like out the door. Hey, King Roman News. King Roman News. Hot topics Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m. Eastern time. Baby, he's gonna give it to you like he drinks his motherfucking bottle of wine. King Roman News. Come through, come through. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.